Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get this last minute stuff going here, and it's obviously not liking me right now. How's everybody doing tonight? We had the chat blowing up before the stream even started. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate everybody being here. Shoot, thanks for jumping in here. As everybody is otherwise occupied, it seems like. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. Come hang out with everybody, have beer, and username. Don't look so hard.
Don't look so. Oh, I obviously missed something in the chat. We're gonna go check the chat. We'll catch everybody up here. Hey, you know the drill. Welcome. Appreciate everybody being here. If you're new, smash up. If you're new, hit the subscribe button first, and then smash up that like. Appreciate that very much. And make sure that you are sharing this out. Crypto on the Rocks, we're every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Casual conversation, crypto, and God knows where else it goes. And you help me out by helping me with voting for what we're going to dollar cost average into. For those who are new here, I'll actually, I can't bring that up because that's not there. I will bring it up in 1 second. Basically, what I do is I try to show you how you can DCA into cryptocurrency, $25 every week. And 15 of that $25 goes into Bitcoin automatically. And then you guys help me by voting for what the other $10 is going to go into. Every 6 months, I kind of change it up. And then when it's all said and done, I take all that, I throw it into a nice Tangem hardware wallet, and it's buried away for my grandchildren when the time comes. So this cycle, ADA, so Cardano, Dash, Gala, Link, Litecoin, or XLM are your choices. Now, in the poll that you saw when you're coming into the stream, it only gives me 4 choices. So if you want something that is not there, make sure you put it in the chat, and I will make sure that is recorded. All right, speaking of chat, let's go catch up with the chat because, man, the chat was on fire before the stream. And again, username protesting where he can't vote. He does not otherwise agree. Rib chat, but I appreciate username being here. He's always here. Good supporter of the channel. BC Port Corp is kind of in the house. He's helping some people move, and he said he'll be lurking in the background. And yeah, I understand. It's the only thing that username is abstinent. It's funny because I said that his abstinence was noted. That's why he said that. That's kind of funny. And yes, we're going live, obviously. Oh, yes. Usernames in my boring retirement state. Listen, I don't think that state's boring. And parts of me really like the boring. So I'm just saying. Let's see who else we got here. Yeah, like I said, the conversation was just going crazy. Uncle Jesse in the house. Appreciate you being here as always, sir. Let's see. Keep it going here because a lot of people have jumped in after it looks like, and yeah, like I said, it's just crazy. I want to highlight some of the good stuff here. It's going so fast. What's to say? I'm with it. Mixers shouldn't be illegal. Oh yeah, I'm guessing someone and I missed it probably. Yeah, right here. Thoughts about Tornado Cash being removed from the U.S. blacklist. Excited about that. Something I plan to actually put on my Monday stream with Joe so we can talk about that. Listen, there should be nobody trying to stop you from maintaining your privacy. End of story, full stop. So it's about damn time. Shuby, do you need another beer? Because I was just about to say we need to do a cheers. We started, I jumped right in and forgot about it. All right, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry about that, guys. How dare I? But yes, so I'm happy to see that that is no longer an issue for Tornado Cash. Whew. Say that 5 times fast. And then username saying BC, that trail had so many implications, and I didn't think good to. Okay, I don't think that was part of that. Let's see, just zipping down. Jay Violet is in the house. See, she snuck in there as I was trying to get live. Jay Violet, appreciate you being here. Why didn't you get a notification? I don't know. YouTube sucks sometimes. I'm just saying. It just does. These notifications don't always go out. So, but I appreciate you knowing to be here, Jay Violet. Thank you. And let's see, K Diggity in the house. Yes, you made it. Welcome. Sorry, I know we're off to a little bit of a rocky start here. Let's see. Just want to.
What I was commenting on earlier was a couple above Jay Violet's where she said I did not get a notification.
Yes,
you said you missed it. It was from username. So it says should be pictures to the right. So if you see him turn to the right, beware. I don't have a bucket in my shed there, username. I promise you.
And it begins. But yes, that was worthy of a good laugh. Matter of fact, you know what? That's even worthy of cheers. How about that? There we go. Cheers. Perfect. Oh, Uncle Jesse saying he didn't get a notification. I don't know. I guess YouTube decided they weren't going to send out any notifications for my stream tonight. Great. Super. Let's see. Oh, T.I. Joe at least made it to the chat. I told everybody you're going to be late. Thanks for being here and voting for Link. Your vote has been recorded. Well, wait, is Link one of them? No, it is not. Okay. Shuby, what do you think is in the lead tonight, my friend? Not by much.
I already voted in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and
say you did?
Yeah, so I'll vote for Ada. Well, I already voted for Ada, so.
I got you. Well, Ada is the one that's in the lead before we even started out. So there it is. Now, guys, for those who don't know, I basically take the same poll and I put it all over my other social media. So Facebook, Patreon, help me, X, YouTube, help me, community, etc. And then I tabulate that up before we start the stream, and then I let everybody vote here in the stream. And Ada, a small lead for Ada coming into the stream. Alexandra G in the house. Welcome. Appreciate you being here as always. Appreciate it. Let's see. Have to move the show back because of my job. Oh, right. Yeah. Talking about BC Port Corp. He's basically starting a new job. So his what was normal 7 a.m. Eastern time stream has been moved back to 6:30 on Piper Academy a.m. Eastern. Let's see. Yeah. Facts, man. Facts. I'm still playing catch up here. Yes. See, cheers. I love it. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Yes. You know what? And we're gonna stop again. I'm up for another cheers. Cheers. All right. Let's see. Miss Crypto Bedell is in the house, though. Appreciate you being here.
Hello.
You can come and join live if you want. You don't have to just sit in the chat. Let me know if he didn't leave you the link. I'll get it to you so you can come on in if you want. Yes. T.I. Joe in the house and a bingo and a bango. There it is. Right. Bingo and a bango. Yeah, see? Everybody knows. Bingo and a bango. Shuby chose wrong. Oh, crap.
Well, as the poll goes right now, I don't think you're correct.
Yeah, right. From at least the people voting. Yeah. That's funny. Let's see. I think we've just about caught up. No, maybe. Oh, see? Wow, I like it.
Not that many in a row, though.
Yeah, I know. That definitely ain't happening. I'll give you one on that, BC. I'll give you one.
That was the finisher already, and we just started.
All right. Well, there it is. And Miss Crypto Badell is saying just got home and you have to go. Yes, I know he's still at work. Appreciate that. But thanks for tuning in. In the meantime, you can jump on with him later if you would like. And bingo and a bango. There it is.
Just
awesome.
So you know, I just went to the right, and that's where my cooler is, their username.
That's funny. So Shub, did you like that video I put together with the where we were talking about the solo miners? Did you like that?
So, but I did. Well, obviously, I just noticed it about 2 minutes ago that you commented on there because couldn't figure out how to reset that thing. I plug it in,
yep,
hold the back of it, and it would just sit there blank until I let go, and then it would load. So I'm like, okay. So I took, anyways, I took a long USB cord, plugged it in, and now I have it in my hand instead of being attached to that.
Yeah.
And I just kept playing with it until I was like, okay, now it's mining. Let's just see. And I held it, and it come back up and says set up Wi-Fi connection or whatever, the normal setup thing.
Right back to baseline. All right, perfect.
Yeah,
well, at least now you know.
There was actually other YouTubers that bought them and said that you couldn't reset them either. The people that actually have them in hand. So,
gotcha. Well, I am obviously behind on putting these clips and stuff together, but I put that out and I was like, boom, and then I saw you commented on it. I'm like, well, let's see what a couple of weeks makes.
Yeah,
well, he's figured it out.
You stole my line and didn't even ask me.
It's like a lottery. Man, I thought that was perfect. Oh man.
When I see that, I said, I gotta watch this one. I mean, I popped up my phone for a few minutes and ended up like I'm working, and I'm like, well, I gotta watch this whole thing.
I thought it was perfect, and I'm like, Shuby's got the line. I took the exact quote, and boom, there it is. But yeah, I was glad to hear that. Did you hear there was another solo miner block hit today? This morning it was a oh my goodness, I forgot what it was. It wasn't one of those. I'll have to go look. I actually shared it on X. I'll go look in a minute.
I'm not on X at all, so I miss everything that happens on X.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're not really missing much. Just saying. What's the saying? Username saying CCM. How have you not booked that yet? I'm not sure what I didn't book. I don't know. I've talked about a lot of things. Sorry. Whoops. I guess I should probably keep up with the chat a little bit better. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see.
You might be talking about the video. Why didn't you
book
it?
This? If you want to hear Alexandra G join the Piper Academy, whoop. I've heard her voice, and you can and I can confirm she's real. Riley, people are thinking Alexandra G's not real. Come on. She's too good to not be real. There it is. Jeez Louise. Let's see. Oh, I gotcha. Sorry. Okay. Yes. That's what the theme behind today is. Everybody jumping in here, getting this stream on fire and trying to pump the price of Bitcoin. Matter of fact, I meant to pull up the Bitcoin chart. Give me a minute to do that. I was expecting to have Joe here, and he was going to do that, but he'll be in later. He can take care of that then.
Yeah, but actually when Uncle Jesse said pump, had to do with the message just before. He just misspelled something. He was good.
Well, I took that. Insulin. Okay. Damn it. Here I am thinking I got this under control, and I guess not. Okay.
I guess I did need to be here. Maybe you do need a little help.
I really do, man. I'm telling you know what, Shuby, here. You drive. I'm going to leave now. Go ahead. See you later.
Okay. What are we drinking tonight, y'all? I want to know what everybody's doing.
Yes, exactly. Shuby is on fire. Yes. He's wait till he really drinks. He's just getting started here at this.
Yep, I've only started an hour and 16 minutes ago.
Oh, that's it.
All the cooler's full, and trust me, I'm not peeing in
it. Oh man, I need to pump a song like JC. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, didn't mean to cough in that. I should have hit that mic. Let's bring it home. New Hampshire doesn't sell it. Gotcha. All right. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was supposed to go look that up. I'm sorry. Got sidetracked. Bro, he's still saying it, Shub. I don't know there, bud. Here it is.
I'm telling you. Hey, I live in the middle on 10 acres. I walk outside of my shed, buddy. But hey, I'll go with it. You know, if that brings views, if people want to try to,
people want to see.
By right, you know, but
keep watching. I get it.
And hit the like button while you're doing it.
Thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you might even want to subscribe.
Yeah, maybe it was a future bit. Let me see if I can bring that up. Hold on one second. Where is it? Share and right here.
Just so you know, BC Corp, it's not after hours. I'm not going to respond to that.
Uh-oh. So right here, block number 888737. Future bit Apollo Solo. So congratulations to that person. I think that block was worth over 260K. And let's see, what are you not responding to?
I was gonna do it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna put it up there, but yes, yeah, you don't have to respond. It's all good. It's all good.
I was gonna respond to chat, but I'll leave it.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, but yeah, I was excited to see that about Tornado Cash. That was awesome today. So that's some big news in the space. I'll take that. Now, you know, I this is another thing I was going to, you know what, I'm not even gonna bring that up there because anyway, but I will bring this one up about the SEC. Also planning to put this on my Monday stream, talk about it a little bit more, but right here, SEC confirms Bitcoin and crypto mining does not violate security laws. I like this new friendlier SEC. What about you?
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm talking to you, Shub. I'm talking to you, Shub.
That's why I said you're asking the wrong person.
I
live in this little laser cave, and you know, I do my thing, and I sit there and bounce around crypto a little bit, but you know, just watching my assets and what I want to sell and what I want to buy and what I want to do. It just, I guess I should do my own research a little more, but I don't.
I understand. That's all right. That's why we're here. We're here to help you. I'll be right back. Don't miss me too much. We always miss you when you're not around, username. Well, although you're around quite often. Just saying.
Keep that chat rolling. I mean, he's on it.
Yeah, he is. Yes, we need some music. Okay, I didn't prep any music. I'm sorry. I'm
not gonna start singing on this live stream.
Yeah. Well, and also the live stream normally has like 4 or 5 of us all kind of yelling back and forth at each other. So you know, talking over each other, so it makes it a little more better. But I will try to come up with something for next week. And yeah, K Diggity was saying something like that earlier, so I'll see what I can come up with. You're right. This stream should probably have a little bit of music in the background. Now, I use StreamYard to put the stream out, and it does come with music. But I mean, I don't know that it's let's see. I don't know which one of these that is in here will be any good. First things first, let me lower the volume before I throw one of them on, because then it'll probably just blow our eardrums out. And for anybody who has one of those things in your ear, you'll be like, right. I don't know. I can't even hear that. Can you guys hear that?
I can't, but I'm trying down just a little bit.
Ugh. I can hear it, but I don't know that that's what we want to put in the background. How about this?
So what we were talking about prior, that live stream that I'm going to be on Thursday, I don't know that I'll actually be a part of it.
Oh, yes.
But I just put it in private chat if you want to put it on there. That will be the live stream for the laser, because you know I'm into lasers.
I do, and I will.
Just because for some reason I'm still not a mod, but I'm just joking with you. You don't have to. I'm just joking.
Hey, listen. I told you I'd give you the wrench. You know.
But
hold on. But I am gonna bring. Well, you can't be in StreamYard. Unfortunately, I can only have so many moderators in StreamYard. Which
no,
is
not StreamYard. I'm just saying. So if I wanted to put it in the live chat on YouTube, I can't. But I don't care. I'll just give it to you if you want to.
Got you. And there we go. I just brought it up. Why don't you, for those who may not have caught that stream when you were talking about this, why don't you give everybody the skinny?
So basically, I follow these guys. So you got the Louisiana hobby guy that does a lot of streaming and stuff for the Lasers Makers Realm, and he's the ambassador for the Rolly laser machine that I have. They just came out with a brand new launch, and only 12 people got to make it to the show down in Louisiana, which is about a 7-hour drive for me. So I get to be a part of that show because I was one of the first 12 people to enter it, and they're going to give away a brand new Galvo Lasermatic to one of the 12 people that are there, plus goodie bags and dinner and the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
So
nice.
Pretty cool thing.
And I can see there's a lot of people kind of chatting about Vegas. Obviously, Bitcoin conference in Vegas. I'll tell you, I wish it were a little bit closer. That's just way other side of the country for me, and yeah, probably not gonna happen. But there you go. Let's see. K Diggity saying, heck yeah, I'd like a laser machine. There you go.
I'm thinking about, because my other channel, because I've got about 4 of them now, I just set up OBS, and I've been thinking about doing a few live streams and showing like some of the setups that I do. You know, and I just keep pushing it off because it's time. I mean, I work 50 hours a week and just trying to get the time to do it.
Got that.
And
Mike
there's a lot
is
more
in
people
the
that are
house.
better than I am.
Welcome, Mike. So guys, can you hear that music in the background, or is that too low? Can you not hear it? I don't want to crank it and blow out eardrums like I did the week I was trying out all my sound effects. that would be bad.
I don't hear it on my end.
Okay. But I'll give them a chance to respond in the chat. Actually, I'll bring it up a little bit more. Oh, does it not set to re?
Alexander Jr. is it fine?
Okay. Although it looks like it's not playing anymore because I think I took the replay off. That's why. All right. So let me do that and that. All right.
Is that something going now?
Thank you, Alexander G. Yeah, I forgot to turn the loop on, so it ended, and that was that. That was that. But now it's back. I did put it up just a little bit more. If that's too much, let me know. And she's saying, there it is. Thank you very much for letting me know. And yes, J Violet, thank you. Appreciate that. Aha, see? Chubby, there we go. Cheers.
What you drinking tonight, Keith?
Just a little vodka and soda. Keeping it simple.
Just a little?
Yeah. Listen, don't be picking on my pour.
I'm just asking. You said a little, so
that's right.
What was a little? The soda or the vodka? What was a little?
The first pour was a little heavy. I'll just say that. I think we'll tamper as the night goes on.
Yeah, when I do like Captain and Coke, because that's like my favorite mixed drink if I drink one.
Yep.
Then it normally starts at about, that much Captain. Then it just, for some reason, keeps rising.
It just keeps increasing. We don't know why. That's too funny.
I think that's what it is. It's something like this.
Yeah, see, exactly. And see, username's got it. It's vodka with a splash of soda.
Let's see if the wife is watching. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. There we go. You know what's going to end up in the chat next now, Shuby. Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit.
I hit it, just found it for the last time that happened. I hit it here, and I found it earlier today. I looked around, like, I got fired. Oh, then I remembered.
See? There we go. Truck danger. Whoops, wait. Where is it? Right here. And yes,
I remember
you got it just in time, truck danger. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't already done so, vote. And Joe is in the house. Joe, you made it with pretty good time, there, bud.
Dude, I was rushed.
You sent me that message. I was like, oh, my God, he's going to be really late. But I'm glad. Welcome.
Very welcome. Very welcome.
How's things? Are you caught up on everything or what?
Yes and no. My DMs are going off like crazy. And that actually put me back like 45 minutes from where I wanted to go. It's like, oh, I'm going to just cut some of my errands. I can do those tomorrow. It's no biggie. But,
gotcha.
But yeah, so everything's so right now. Staying busy.
Right.
Good.
Status quo enough you can come and join us tonight.
Yes. I literally look forward to coming over here, hanging out with my crypto buddies, and just kicking back. I love it.
I understand. And look who just joined us. Wick's wife.
Love it.
Welcome. Appreciate you being here. All right. Yeah. See, they know a bingo and a bango. Joe is in the
bango. Rib chat. Let's go.
That's right. I'm just double checking.
So I have a question. So, and let me know, of course, in the chat. Is it easier and this is just not crypto related, but just in general, is it easier for guys to talk to other people, whether it's guys or girls, whatever, in reference to help? It could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be whatever. Is it easier for guys to talk to other guys or people about it, or females to talk to other people? And the main thing is to pretty much ask for help. Let's say, for example, I'm having a really tough time just mentally, whether it's my trades aren't going right, I'm having issues at work, or just anything. Is it easier for guys to talk to other people or females to talk to other people? I'm pretty sure this is a no-brainer, but in case somebody doesn't know, I'd like to know their thoughts on that.
I'll be interested to see what the chat comes up with there, but I think you know what my answer is going to be. And K Diggity saying he's been missing his T.I. Joe lately.
K Diggity, my man.
Oh man, and now the party can start. Right, Joe's here. We can do it. And I'm on a PC, and it's a wildly different experience than my phone. Never go on YouTube on the computer anymore. That's honestly, I'm more on the computer than on my phone. Mm-hmm. But with regard to YouTube,
I like it on the computer because you can at people and let get highlights. So on the phone, if you can, I haven't figured it out.
Gotcha. I understand. And Alexander G, go enjoy dinner. Appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. As always, really do appreciate you. Enjoy dinner. People were saying I need a little bit of music in the background. I don't know, Joe. I may have to talk to you. You seem to be the guy with all the songs. May have to loop a bunch of songs together.
Man, I made a song. I made two songs yesterday. One about fib retracement, and two about emotional traders. And so that's what got me questioning. Like the question today is, who's more willing to open up? Because I know for me, and this is not male chauvinist or nothing like that. So before we start getting attacked, and if you attack me, I don't care. But when it comes to like guys asking for help, whether it's mental or physical, financial, like we don't do it. Like we don't like to do it. And when we do finally do it, it's like, because I think we're like either programmed, or that's what we see in society or whatever. But men are supposed to be the providers. And if you can't provide, then you didn't fulfill your duties, I guess. So for a man to ask for help, I mean, it's very humbling and embarrassing and demoralizing, in my opinion. So whenever you do have a man asking for help, like for me, it's like, all right, man, let's do what I can do, because I know. Being on the opposite side, I'm gonna tell you a story. You got story time?
I got story time. You got to give me a second. Hang on 1 second.
Right.
I got to get there. Whoops! I'm pressing the wrong buttons. See? Doesn't take much. I shouldn't be driving tonight. I'm not doing a good job. Story time.
So story time. This is back in my 20s. My wife at the time, we went to Mexico. And I was having an issue with my debit card, and I knew not to carry cash with me because I didn't want to get robbed and they steal all my money. That way at least I can call my bank or whatever. First time ever in Mexico, and I took maybe a couple hundred on me, maybe like 100 or 200, just not like a lot of money on physically. So we went down there, and as we're going down there, we're spending money, we're buying this and that, whatever. And turns out everywhere I would use my card, and I still had a little bit of money, maybe $50. But every time I would try to use my debit card, it wouldn't work. I was like, well, that's weird. It's supposed to work. I don't know if it's like an international thing or it couldn't work. I don't know. So every time it couldn't work. So now we're using more and more of our, kind of emergency play money, whatever, just on the essentials. And we were there for a while. And it's getting kind of worried. So I go to my bank, because my bank is actually in Mexico as well. So I go to my bank. Funniest thing, again, 20 years ago, or almost 30 now, I go to my bank, and as soon as I open the door to the lobby, there's one of the females that works there. She goes into her drawer, she gets out a pack of cigarettes, she puts a cigarette in her mouth. Now, this is not in the 70s, so don't get that confused. Not the 70s. This is literally like 20 plus years ago.
What? You're not that old? What? And
she lights a cigarette. I'm like, she's lighting a cigarette in the bank, but I guess there they could do it at the time. Anyway. So I go in, I let them know. It's like I'm trying to get out money for my card, and I can't do it. And she goes, okay, well, just put the debit card in the machine, and they'll be able to do your money back. I was like, oh, that's smart. Yeah, I didn't think it. So it's like, all right. So I go to the debit machine, and it's asking for my PIN number. It's my PIN number. Did I ever set up a PIN? I don't remember. So I put in a number that I normally have for a bunch of stuff. It says the number's wrong. I was like, oh, crap. So then I put in another number. It says number's wrong. I was like, oh, no. If I put it in one more time, it's going to eat my card.
Right.
And that's my only money. So I canceled. So I got my card back. And I'm like, man, well, let me use the phone. So I'm trying to use the phone. And since it's in Mexico, you have to dial like 1-888-775-4309. Something, I don't know what the numbers are. To dial Mexico, so I couldn't do it. And so I'm out there. So kind of all the whole story. I know, so I'm sorry. And so I go in the front of the bank, and I'm asking people, it's like, hey, guy, can you help me out? And saying either in Spanish or in English. And can you help me out? I can't access my money. If whatever you give me, I will give you double. Like if it's $50 or $100, $200, whatever it is, $10. I will give you double once I get back to the States. And I'm thinking, I'm not a bum on the street. My clothes don't have holes in them. My accent, you can tell I'm not from Mexico. And I literally asked, and businessmen, women, everybody, and it's like, can you please help me out? I don't have any more money. Not one person. And man, that was so humbling. I literally felt like crying. Literally. And on the way, because now we're having to go through the mountains because we couldn't do the tolls. We're going through the mountains and they're super curvy and takes a lot more gas because it's a longer drive.
Yeah.
And we were literally just about going to E and not even close to the border. And we stopped by one of the convenience stores and I try one last time for my card. And I tell the dude, I said, try it first because I don't want to steal. Try it first, see if it works. And if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. So he goes, he tries, he's like, yes, sir, everything's good. I was like, man, we loaded up on snacks, we loaded up on
everything, right?
We filled that sucker up, but it was scary. But the whole thing is, nobody helps, and it's like, man, that really sucks.
Okay, yeah, it does suck if nobody wants to help. And there you go, username. I thought mountains were flat. There you go, and there it is. All right, I've been starring some of these because I wanted to get to some of these comments. Alexandra G on her way out the door.
I'm still here. I'm just doing something. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Like she said, subscribe, like, share. Yes, please. JB in the house. Welcome. Appreciate you being here with us tonight. And yes, Jay Violet saying Joe's songs are fire. Yes, they are. And he's always got a new one. It's like every time I turn around, I was listening to his stream today and he was, I got a new one. I'm like, oh my God, this guy. That's why I said, I think I got to get together with Joe and figure that out for a music track for this. And yes, T.I. Joe. Exactly. I have trouble asking anybody for help. I love giving help, but I really don't ask. Yeah, same here. Okay, Diggity, I'm with you. So back to Joe's question. Let's see. And Jay Violet, yes, sub, please. Hit those sub. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And RMT is in the house. Welcome. Did someone say a whole new world, a fantastic point of view? Yes. There you go. Uncle Jesse is saying, I normally don't ask for help, but I better could sometimes. Yeah, you exactly. You do better if you could sometimes. Exactly. And last but not least, Wick's wife, baby. Hey Diggity, that's probably because men aren't conditioned to ask for help. You're welcome. That'll be $25. There you go. It's like that little those who are old enough to remember Charlie Brown with the little the Doctors Inn or whatever. Didn't that used to be like 5 cents? In this case, it just got inflation hitting it. It's now $25. There you go.
You missed that one, Chief. It's 125. That's inflation.
Yeah, well, from Charlie Brown when it was 5 cents. Come on now.
I know, but
come on now. Help a boy out.
She said 125.
She did? Oh, what? Whatever. Again, old man eyes. Old man eyes.
Here you go. Here.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna go get the damn glasses because I'm obviously having some problems here tonight. Holy crap! Let's see. Yeah, see, and Joe's answering in the chat. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to. Right here. I asked for help, no problem. Well, or what I'm trying to put up anyway. It won't click. There it goes. And that's awesome. I think women have a lot less difficulty asking. And yes, the Peanuts gang, right? Exactly. Username.
It depends on what I'm asking help for, I guess is what it is on my side.
Also true. That does matter. And right, I don't know, but I caught this. And straight whiskey or nothing. I'm on board with that, BC. I don't know what that's in response to. I don't care. I'm good with a little bit of bourbon. Make it straight. I'm good with that. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of story time here. No more story time.
Well, maybe story time. Shuby, it depends. It depends on what you're asking. What would be the depends?
So like
either you ask for help or you don't.
Well, so if I'm at work and I need to get a job done, I don't care who I ask.
Okay.
So when it comes to the home life, I don't seem like I always ask. It seems like more like I tell, or this is what my opinion is, or whatever. So
yeah. So I do see that point. Same thing with me when I'm at work and there's something that needs to be done. Yes, I will ask for help. But when it's a good point. I didn't think of it from that perspective. But like from the home life, whether it's helping with
home life, personal life.
Yeah. Right. There you go. Yeah, because business and personal way too different. I ask for help all day. I was like, hey guys, I need some help. Like, Joe, we're still helping you on this. I know. So come on. Let's do it.
Yeah, I have no problem with calling anybody, guy, male, female, woman, anything, whatever.
Right.
I have no problem with anything when it comes to work. But when it comes to home and I'm struggling with something, sometimes that's a little harder to ask that question as, like you said, as the provider. So
I have $15. I thought I was going good since I have $1 more than Joe. That's funny.
Oh.
That's funny.
That's good.
And I never ask for help. I will break shit, then buy new before I. Yeah, listen, I'll tell you what. Yeah, for making stuff. Oh my God, I hate that. There's some things I will never ask for help with. Some things.
Well, there's one thing I will ask for help. If I buy something that has to be put together, I go straight to the wife and go, "Here you go," and she goes, "I got this."
I was gonna say your wife loves it. So
yeah, some people love doing that, and you know what? You have a special place in everybody's heart because a lot of people don't like doing it. But yeah, it's like a puzzle. It's like a something you can complete. So yeah, it's for me. I don't like doing it, but I've known people that, man, oh yeah, you got something. Let me build it. Oh, okay, cool. Here, please, thank you.
Yep, Shuby. Username is still picking on you here. I don't know. Oh wait, I see somebody coming in the background. Here he is.
There he is. Gentlemen, what's going on, guys?
What a fucking day.
Tell us about it. I'm still here.
Well, listen, you ready? You got your beer? All right, cheers. Medella's here. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get me some more ice, maybe a little more vodka. Anyway, Wayne.
Yeah, don't worry about the soda.
Yeah, forget the soda. Wayne C is in the house. Welcome. Oh man. So, is Miss Crypto Bedell gonna join us? She was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, she probably will in a little bit.
Excellent. So how was your week, my friend?
Interesting.
Should we
my phone company
story time?
Sure. My phone company kind of pissed me off. I called them because I have a business account, and every time I go to log in, I need my account number. Well, I couldn't fucking find it. So I call them, I get it. And of course, as I'm getting it, I log in to make sure, it works. And then it doesn't ask me for it. And I'm like, okay, I was going to set up a payment to pay the next morning, yesterday morning when I got paid. And, of course it wouldn't work that way. So I'm on the phone with the guy. And I'm like, hey, I just want to make sure I'm not going to lose any service if I pay in like 10 hours.
Right. In the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, so he puts me on hold. He comes back, and he's like, yeah, rest assured, I guarantee you won't have any service loss, because you're going to pay it like first thing in the morning. I'm like, okay, yeah. Guess what? They tried charging me like $48 to restore my services, and I'm like, no. I was just on the fucking phone with the guy 14 hours ago, and he assured me. So then they're like, oh, as a one-time complimentary, we'll waive the fees. And I'm like, no. It's just not going to happen. And then I redid my 3070 Ti rig last night. I couldn't get it to hash, but because it's an older motherboard that doesn't have HDMI, I have an adapter cable that I could not find for the life of me last night.
It's always the way when you want something.
But guess where I found it? Sitting right behind my laptop. I went to go plug in my camera, and I see the cord. I'm like, what the? You've got to be shitting me. Yep, it's the cord I was looking for all night last night. And then we get home, and I run my, I have like one of those Roomba sharks.
Yeah, yeah.
And I named it Tony Shark. And so I let it run like every day, you know, when I'm at work. Well, we come home today, it's not there. And I'm like, okay, it probably trapped itself in the bathroom. So then the girlfriend goes to the master bathroom to find it. And it knocked over the toilet paper holder. It must have caught like the edge of the toilet paper. And there was literally just chunks of toilet paper everywhere, all over the floor. And it closed the door on itself, so it couldn't get out. So it's just in there running around, chewing up freaking toilet paper until the battery died. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Don't you guys
You can't make that stuff up. There's no way.
Exactly.
I should have taken a picture just to show it, but I mean, she was like, it looks like there was an infant or a child that got a hold of the toilet paper. I'm like, it does.
Or when my cats get locked in the bathroom, one of the two.
Oh boy, yeah. And Wayne C saying, y'all drinking? I never touched the stuff. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Mm-hmm. See, Bedell, Bedell getting some love.
This morning I hit a solo Dynex block.
Nice. Did you hear there was another solo block today? I showed it earlier.
Yeah.
I showed it earlier.
The weird thing about it is right after I hit the block, within 5 minutes, my rig stopped mining.
No shit.
Oh, you got lucky.
So my rig stopped at 8:05, and apparently I hit the block at 10:07. But I'm assuming they're on a different time change or different time zone.
Right. Yeah, they're blocked.
Like,
yeah.
My rig stopped at 8:05. I last checked it at 6:30 and everything was fine. So in that hour and 35 minutes, I hit a block and my miner stopped working. I come home, I turn it off, turn it on, starts hashing right away.
And it's right at it. Man.
So now it's like I want to mess with my 3070 Ti rig, but I'm also on live, so.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. I think everybody appreciates you being here.
I mean, my rig is literally like, I could stand up and touch it, but I don't know what all it's going to take.
And if everybody wants to see Sparks, go back and watch his live stream.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Absolutely. I made a short, but when I uploaded it, it didn't upload as a short because of the YouTube studio. I don't know. It's the second time it's happened. But I do have it on my channel as like, I think it's like 30 seconds long, maybe somewhere around there.
I think if you don't crop it to where it's vertical,
yeah, that's the problem.
Because now you can do it up to 3 minutes, and I had one that was like 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So I'm thinking automatically it's going to go into the shorts, but because it was regular format, it just showed it in the regular videos. Like, oh man, I want this as a short. So you have to
it has to be vertical.
Yeah.
Yep, has to be vertical. All right, I gotta go get me some more ice so I can maybe add a little more vodka to my soda.
There you go.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go grab a drink and go outside, not in the corner.
Oh, there you go.
He's gonna lower his cup. Username already busted you. He busted you already. Oh man, good times, good times. So, what about you, Crypto Bedell? I asked this question earlier, but in reference to asking for help, do you find it easier for men to ask for help or women to ask for help? And this is not like in the workplace. This is like in personal life.
I think it all depends on the person. It's not up. I don't feel it's gender related or sex related. I think it's just depending on the person.
So let's say you're having issues with, let's say financial, since that's the biggest thing, financial. Would you, is it easy for you to ask for help Like whether friends, family, whatever. Would you?
No.
Okay. What about something like psychological or emotional, to where, let's say, your girl is beating up on you, and you have this, like, it's just wearing you down. Would you be able to talk to somebody about it?
No. I'm not one to ask for help unless if I like absolutely have to.
Right.
But I also don't have any family, so
yeah, and to me that's why. So same thing like with relationships, like I don't know about the relationship part, but just in general, it's much harder for guys, and that's why the females are always saying, just get it out, just talk about it. Like, we don't talk about that stuff. I mean, it just, some do, but others, like, it's just either programmed in us or what. But yeah. I know for myself, like, I would, and like, they would ask too, like, why don't you open it? Why don't you talk? It's like, nothing to talk about. Like, I don't need for you to get in my head. I'll handle this. So.
Well, I mean, I think that there's like those people that won't ask for help, and then there's those people that will ask for help because they don't want to do it themselves.
Right.
Also,
so it's like,
yes.
Good point.
Yep.
And then obviously, there's people that are in between, but
yeah. And then there's some that will ask for help all the time. So it's not even like asking for help. It's just like talking to them again. It's like, really? You asking? I just helped you like last week. So yeah.
I got to respond to that one, Keith.
Which one?
The one you got
the
on
first
screen.
one?
The one you
the
got
first
on screen. One? No, go back to the one you had on screen before. There you go. When I was a kid, we were so poor. I used to eat cereal one night with a fork and then pass the milk to my brother so he could have cereal with milk. And then next night we'd switch, so we got to share the milk. One night he'd get it, one night I'd get it.
Are you being serious right now?
No. But
okay,
anyway,
I was going to say, man.
That's funny shit right there. I don't care who you are.
Because, like, man, I was poor, but I was never that poor.
No, actually, technically, we were. I mean, we used to have powdered milk, to be honest with you.
Never had powdered milk?
Yep. It sucks. You're not missing anything.
Yep. Really?
Yeah.
Was it just like flavored water?
We got Tech-Man in the house. I think it's been a while since he's been here.
Tech-Man. He was on the stream. The stream I did the other day. Appreciate him being here. I've been on antibiotics. There you go.
So not so much that I was poor. This was more so that I just didn't go to the store. So before I used to do whole milk, and then the female, she basically got me from whole milk to 2%. Fine, whatever. So then we went from 2% to 1%, which it was literally like water. It was literally like water. And then there was one day where I was out of the 1%, and sure enough, I ended up using just regular water. Tasted the exact same as that 1%, but it wasn't so much that I was poor. Let's see here.
I think we were both laughing at this.
Yeah, I was laughing at that. I wasn't laughing at you, Joe. I was laughing at Tech-Man here. Oh man. And Chuck Danger, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I don't like that 1%. I don't like the 2%. Give me the red cap, baby.
I mean, at one point in my life, we had to hand pump our water out of a well. We didn't have electricity at my place. Didn't even have a line ran out there in the middle of like 5 acres. But to be honest with you, those are probably the best year or two that I had in my life because we got to run these woods and just have fun. Kids these days, and even a lot of people don't know that.
Well,
sure. I didn't realize you're from Wisconsin. Are you still in Wisconsin? If so, around where?
Yeah, there you go. None of that watered down, none on the sands.
I got a friend that lives up by Nakusa that we go to like once a year to go visit.
I was so poor, I had no clothes and watched NASCAR.
Well, at least we have a TV, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, I tell you what though, like, you know, going back to those days, they're honestly like they're some of the greatest things I had in my life. So I watch what I do, and you know, I don't always blow money on stupid shit. Sometimes I do still, but because I didn't have it. But as a kid, you didn't know any better. They said go play in the yard. Right. It didn't matter if you had electricity.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And I was just gonna say that, you know, you don't know until like you have other experiences, or you have like, you know, like for me, for example, my mom, she rarely cooked, like rarely. And when we would have dinner, like pork chops, it would literally be pork chops and bread. Like we were still, you know, kind of poor. Then I remember getting with somebody, and we went to her family, and man, they had pork chops, they had mashed potatoes, they had corn, they had home baked pies. It was literally Thanksgiving, and I felt so special. I was like, man, they did all this for me, awesome. And then the next day, we went over there for dinner, and same thing, big old spread. I even told the girl, I was like, man, you know, I feel so special that y'all are doing all this for me. She's like, Joe, this is dinner. I didn't know.
Right.
I never. It was pork chops, bread. That was it. You know. I was like, wow, y'all eat good.
I remember when
you marry me.
But I remember a story about that too when I was a kid. There's a kid that used to come across the street, and his mom would fix him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This is before we moved toward no electricity. And he'd bring it over and he'd be like, man, you guys got a little more peanut butter on yours than I have on mine. And my mom goes, what are you talking about? Open it up, and there's like a dollop of peanut butter, that much in the middle of the bread. So once you got to the middle, it was like the Oreo. You got just that little bit of the middle, and that was it.
Yep.
You know, so some people got it tough, some people got it rough, and, you know, strive and get out of it.
Exactly. Uncle Jesse, you got to head out. I understand. Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one. So that's what I think your question earlier, too, though, is how hard is it for a man to ask for help? Well, when you've been through some of the struggles as some of us older folk, and Joe, and whoever, I mean, I don't know how old you are, Joe, but, you know, you've lived through some of that stuff, and it's just hard to ask when you've already been through it. How's it, you know, that little bit of a struggle going to make a difference? You know you're going to be fine. You've been there, you've done that.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's funny too, like when the females, where they, you know, say happy birthday, like everybody gives them money. Everybody, you know, you don't even need to know. It's like, oh, your birthday today, happy birthday. Here's, you know, a couple of dollars or whatever you have. And then I see guys doing that. It's like, no, like you can't do that. And like guys will do it, and they'll have a few dollars. Like, dude, it doesn't work like that. Like, people don't care about guys. I mean, I hate saying that. But people do not care about guys. Care about females, you know, protecting them and everything else, so providing for them the whole nine. But when it comes to guys, nah.
Like, and I just want to put this up because I know I would love to keep everybody here on the stream, but it is what it is. Jay Violet reminding Wifey that OC Guy going live in about a minute. So for those who are part of the Piper Network, you may want to catch OC Guy. Joe, you were talking about him today and how like detailed he was on one of his recent streams.
The dude has the gift of teaching. He really does. And yesterday was the first time I actually saw him, like the whole stream, because you know I've seen him teaching before on different platforms, but it's just really quick because he only has a certain time slot. Right. But yesterday was the first time I saw him. And there's a few people that I know that have the gift of teaching. This guy is definitely on that list. And I couldn't say anything more about it. Like, I was very impressed. You know, I knew he knew his stuff, and I knew he could teach. But when he didn't have a restriction of time and was able to explain, and I was like, wow.
It's right. Yeah, I haven't been able to actually catch any of his streams yet. This is his first week, I
believe so.
Right, first week.
Yep.
No, there's no disagreement there. There you go. OC, the Mexican Superman. There you go. Yep. I love when he gets that little curl thing going right there. Yeah, exactly. Love it. Yeah, so I mean, I get it. If matter of fact, maybe we'll go grab a little bit of the show. I'll do that in the background. Listen, if you haven't already voted, make sure you do so. I know most of you have, and when we started the stream, Ada was in a very slim lead for first place, and I'm gonna try and take a quick look. Where are we right now? Ada has 56% of the vote, so I'm thinking tonight might be an Ada night.
Yeah, and then just real quick interjection.
Yeah, go ahead.
If y'all do go over there to OC, feel free to come on back. And
yes,
then
please.
let OC know, or let the people over there know that we're just kind of coming over here, hanging out, kicking back. Share the link if you can. But yeah, definitely OC. Love the dude. And like I said, if y'all do go over there, just let them know that after the party, here's the after party. So yeah,
there you go. Yeah, it looks like he's not quite started yet. I've got it on in the background here, so we'll bring him in for a little bit, see how that's going. Just gonna kind of say hey in the chat, give him a little bit of something in the chat there.
Well, yeah, he's.
Did someone just send some crypto? No, I heard something in the background. I thought it was. It sounded a little bit like the Exodus wallet when you send money.
Oh,
that's probably Goodell trying to play with his rig because he can't stay away from it.
Exactly. I thought about moving it over here and just turning the camera, but I was like, oh, let me just hook up the monitor and power it on, and I'm getting no video from the motherboard. And I got no video from any of the video cards last night, so.
I'll tell you what I did, Bedell, on accident with mine, because I was moving RAM around from different stuff I was doing, and I had my RAM in the wrong slot, and I could not get it to power up, and I moved the RAM to the next slot over.
That's what she said. Anyway.
There you go.
But I'm just saying, it ended up popping up. Since you're talking about that,
no, I mean it worked last night with it turned on last night with no video cards. It turns on now, but I'm not getting any video from any of the cards, and not from the motherboard now apparently. So maybe I gotta pull out all the video cards, and maybe I should just move it over here and work on it on the live stream.
Sure, why not? You got enough room to keep it in front of the camera. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, I just gotta turn the camera.
Crypto Princess is in the house. Just saying
Crypto
hey
Princess.
over here. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, there you go. Crypto Princess in the house. Yeah, exactly. Joe caught it. There you go.
I caught it. It was good, and it was timed perfectly.
Timely. Yes, exactly.
It wasn't something you had to think about, and then they're like, wait, no, you.
I was trying to give some insight because I fought with that thing actually 5 different times before I realized what I did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was funny. I would always say that, and the person I was with, yeah, you always say that. It's like, well, it's
the
funny.
facts are what they are.
Yeah, it's not funny, but all right.
So everybody knows. Looks like OC Guy is finally live. So let's bring him up for a second. We'll show him a little bit of love. Give me 1 second here. Bring that screen around.
And then don't forget, if y'all do go over there, just remember we'll be back over here. Come party with us, and
yes,
let them know about us.
Yes. Today in the morning we should be on breaking even And right now, we should still be into the
Dude's
trade.
setup is so
And
professional.
he's getting ready to get out
I mean,
of
just-
that trade. But before that,
That's
Is
crazy
that his
professional.
music, or we got some other music going in my background here?
I think that's
No,
it.
that's his.
Also, Jesse, what is some of my friend? I know it's a little bit late there, but thanks so much for jumping in here. Alexander, hey, vamos, the Queen Mod. Welcome, Thomas. Great to be here. My man, new surname in the house. What's up, my friend? How's it going? I think you can come on the stage and then we can start doing, the bullying up from here.
All
That'll be
right,
a
there it
better
is.
perspective, right? Jay Violet, what's up, Jay? Love to see you here. Thank you so much for that shout out on that Discord. I'm watching it. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Wow, he's got the.
yes.
He's like awake now. I don't know. I usually only see him in the morning, and woo.
Mindset. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, he does coffee and orange juice.
I know.
I've never been drunk enough to try it.
Right?
I haven't watched it. Let's take a look at it today. Who else we got? Oh, I cannot read that just now. Hey, everyone. Hey, what is up? What is? Let me know how can I hold you, my friend. I'm talking about you guys right here.
You know what? We'll come back to him in a minute. Let's
Harp. What is up, my friend? Who else we got?
want to lower that so I can just bring it back up after. Come on, remove. There we go. 'Cause he's still just doing his shout outs right now. Maybe we'll go catch him while he's doing a chart. And see where he is. You're right, username. He is always a happy guy every time I see him live somewhere. But like, I don't know, tonight he just seems to have a little extra energy, which you think, on a Friday night. Hell, I just want to drink. It ain't about the energy. But anyway, I'm just saying. By the way, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All right. Anyway, sure I haven't stayed long. E and B strings entirely. I'm just OC guy seems awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. What was I going to say? I saw a post from Piper today saying he bought a Tesla.
Really?
That was the post. I don't know. I liked it. I didn't share it or whatever. So I'm not sure if I can find it quickly again. But yeah.
I remember a few years ago when I first saw a Tesla, just a regular car, not a one of them trucks or whatever. I was like, man, this looks smooth. Just like the lines and the car itself, it looked really, really sharp. And I've never seen a car with the way it looked, because most cars, they look almost the same. And then I saw the little emblem, so I went, I researched what it was. Tesla. I was like, oh, and they were pretty cheap too, like 32 or 38. So it wasn't like it was 138. So it wasn't no Maserati or nothing like that. It was
right.
It looked nice and it was affordable. It was like, oh, that's cool.
Yep. And Jay Violet, thank you for putting Crypto Princess's Discord link in the chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. She has a very active Telegram channel. I lurk in there very often, but don't always put in my 2 cents. Matter of fact, the last 2 cents I put in was with the Solana ETFs, because you all know how much of a fan of Solana I am.
Yes, of course.
Yes. I was gonna say maybe BC, if he's still listening in the background, will chime in right there with that. But anyway, we shall see. Oh crap! So you guys got anything else coming up this week? Oh wait, Crypto Princess saying she's heading off to bed. Thank you. I appreciate you wishing us a good live stream. Yes, smash that like. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, Princess. Appreciate you. The protest
Yeah, of course, for me, it's the same old, same old. Just charts, my group. Doing yesterday, I did a few. I think I did like 3 live streams yesterday. So that's pretty cool.
Hey, Joe,
Nice.
you know what? You got to do them. And yeah, I think, didn't you do one at like maybe 9 at night and then another one at midnight or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I thought so.
I did one at 9 so that, you know, if I got anybody, I can hopefully push them to Road Dog Crypto. And sure enough, I had a few people, so we pushed them to Road Dog Crypto. And then from there, I ended up doing I think it was like at 12:15. I ended up doing a stream because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be tired or not. And I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and just stream it. So did that for like a good 30 minutes. And there was just a few people in there. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, the other people may be running longer or they might not know that I'm live because people end up saying that they weren't getting notified on my channel for my channel.
Everybody was saying that this morning. This morning at the start of this stream, nobody got notifications.
And sure enough, like right when I was about to stop, I had 1 and then 2 and then, you know, more coming in, hopping in. It's like, okay, well, somebody else must have finished or they must have now just checked my channel because there was a few of them that said, yeah, I didn't get a notification or nothing. It's like, man, I'm glad you're here. So,
right. Yeah. Well, if you go live tonight, we're going to push everybody over that way and we're going to go visit you. We'll go harass you for a little while. As long as I can keep these eyes open. And I just wanted to bring this up because we were just talking about the Tesla thing and Techman saying I had a pro protest type guy in the shop today. He said he's stored his Tesla for now. That's probably very smart because these people are too stupid to realize that's personal property, not Elon's property.
Yeah, they're so dumb, man.
Yeah. I told him to tell his buddies to leave his Tesla alone. Yeah, it's like, yeah, mostly peaceful protests. Yeah, right. It's like, why? These are people's personal property. Personal property. Oh.
And even if you did go to the shop or to the dealerships and destroy them, it's covered by insurance. You know, I think. So it's like, but the whole, to me, it's just dumb. You know, oh, you're mad at Elon because he's showing that the government has been spending your money.
Thank you.
And they're like, oh, but he shouldn't be the one showing it. Seriously?
Really? You'd be pissed at the other person that got chosen to show it. Pick a person. Me. If it was me that he chose to show it, you'd be pissed at me.
So, no, they'd be happy. They'd be happy because it wasn't Elon. I mean, that's how
I don't know about that.
The memory, the thought process goes.
The government is too corrupt all the way around. Jay Violet with dropping Joe's channel in the chat. Thank you very much. And Road Dogs, she is all over it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Username is saying, "Man, I love missing everyone's." I have been missing everybody's show this week. Had a lot of have a training to hire. Yep. That does take some time when you got to go do that. Hey, you're here tonight, right where you need to be. There you go. Appreciate that. They train him to be below average as well. Stick it to the man. There it is. That's there funny. It is. Oh man, yes. You're right about that. WW9. Training people can be tiring. I mean, oh my god. First off, hopefully they told you were going to be training somebody before like this person showed up, because I used to hate that. You show up for working. Hey, congratulations, you're training today. No,
they don't pay you more. They don't pay you more. They don't, take that into consideration when you're asking for a raise. It's just, there you go.
Yeah. Boom.
For me, I loved it. Especially when it wasn't really training, but it was when I was doing my nursing thing, and I'd have the nursing students, and the instructors, they knew that I loved doing it, because as a nurse, you don't want that student hanging around you asking you questions or anything, because it takes away from your focus. And so I remember as a student, I went to somebody, and they assigned me to her, and it was very clear she did not want me. Right. She didn't want to be explaining anything. She just wanted to do her job, and that was it. She didn't have that the teaching or mentor ability or capability. And when the shift was over, I told my instructor, I said, I never want to go with that person again. And then on the next day when we went, I had somebody new, and the very first thing I said, do you want to teach? If not, I will pick somebody else, because you're doing a disservice to me. I'm here trying to learn. And they're like, oh no, I'm okay. So, all right. So as for me, when I was a nurse, and I would have the instructors loved me because I would have them all around me, and I'd walk them through everything, and I'd show them everything. Granted, it made me run a little bit late on the stuff I had to do, but everybody was fine. But I wanted to show them the right way. And so for me, I love it. I thrive on it. Showing somebody, how to do something. And I tell them too, it's like, hey, this is what they show you in the books. This is how we really do it. This is the right way. It's not the wrong way. It's just, this is the right way. And this is why we do it. But yeah. But when it comes to like your workplace, for the most part, they don't pay you any extra. They don't.
No.
Nothing like that.
It's an expected part of the job.
Right.
And yeah, it can be a colossal pain. And even after the fact, like, if this person does something that's like, how did you train them? Yeah, it's like, come on now.
Or when you train the people and you spend, say, like 2 or 3 days training them, and then they don't work anymore after the first 5 days.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Or they don't work the next day. They just got that pay to do nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man. And one thing that I would hate is when they do something wrong and they're like, well, I was never taught that. Because like for me, like I'd have new nurses or whatever, and they were telling us, hey, just to let you know, this and this is what we have to do. And they're like, oh, well, I was never taught that. I was like, okay, well, right now I'm teaching you.
Yeah.
You don't have to say you didn't know that, or you didn't, just absorb it, retain it, and then do it. That's all you got to do. I don't need this. Oh, I didn't know that, and nobody taught me that. This is how it goes.
Facts. Facts. Let's see what time. Oh, okay, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm not going down that rabbit hole because I don't want to get pissed off because of the shit that I've taught people and they just don't pay attention. They're just like, show me again 15 times and I still don't get it.
Right. Now, the stuff that you're showing them, is it difficult to learn to where there's like a lot of steps, or is it kind of, the average person could pick up on it?
Well, I don't know who here does Excel, but that's like my job all day long.
Okay.
So I don't, Excel's gotten a little advanced. So some people do VLOOKUPs and they come out with an XLOOKUP, which is 15 times easier. And it is the most simplest thing in the world for anybody to learn, my opinion. And I keep getting calls on it from the same people over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, for me, if I was in that position, when you gave me that information, I would have a notebook, write down my question that I had, write down your answer, so that if I had that question again or something similar, there's a reference I could do. Not only that, but you can Google it. You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask Grok, you can ask, those. And then if it's wrong, well, then I can come to you and say, listen, this is my question. I actually went and I tried. I went on different websites. I checked YouTube. I went to Grok. So I showed an initiative to find this before asking you, can you find the answer? Can you help me out? Boom. That's completely different than, hey, what's my password again?
Yeah.
Really write it down.
Yeah.
But I mean, the stuff that I do is not necessarily hard, but I do it every day. So I do understand that if you use it once every 5 months, but if you know that, if you knew what you were asking about, just do your own research and try to look real quick.
Right.
Just try to do a quick look, and if you don't get it, call me back. I don't mind. But once you've done it 15 times, I just...
Yeah, you kind of should have it by then, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, just there's a lot of people in the business I'm in that they try to reach out and get you to do the job because they don't want to.
Right.
Yeah, like username. But anyways, I'm just joking.
Oh boy. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. K Diggity saying if someone comes to me over and over for help, I'll say, let me show you how to fish. Then I'll teach them how to find their own answers.
Right.
Smart.
It's actually funny because one of the guys that's in California, he'll call me up and go, "Hey Shuby, teach me how to fish." And that's what he does all the time. But he learns and retains it. You know, he wants the answer and he retains it. But not too many people are like him.
Right.
Sorry, I gotta go get that. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, whatever mod did that, thank you very much. I was just about to go take care of it. But thank you.
I wish I could have read it. I missed it and I can't see it now. But anyways,
it was the same scam. Oh, hey, I got USDT on an OKX wallet. Here's my seed phrase.
In the chat.
In the chat, yes.
Really?
Thank you.
Well, they were banned, but all I did was put them in timeout. But I don't know.
You know, I would have gave them 1 Bitcoin to get my 3 back. Why'd you guys ban them?
There you go.
Oh shit!
Well, you can send me 1 Bitcoin. You know me.
I tell you what, though, in the very beginning when I first started, like I was that gullible. It was like, what? I can send you 1 and you send me 2 back? But I didn't even know how to do any. I didn't know how. I tell you though, if I had a wallet, if I knew how to transfer, I would have done it. I would, because I was that like literally like a week in. I was like, oh my god, you want to thank me for supporting? Like, what do I do? But I was
how do I do this?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't know how, because I would have.
Yes, I see. I don't really like it, but people like that, shit like that, all day long. Can't hit the ban button quick enough.
Yeah.
Even though somebody beat me to it. Bedell beat me to it. So. That's all right.
I'm just trying to get this
You forgets how to mute when he goes away and starts talking just off in the corner.
No, the girlfriend came down and
we were assuming. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
I guess I gotta stop playing with the mining rig now. Damn it.
Oh, you want me to leave?
No. Let's take a vote. Who wants her to stay or who wants me to work on a mining rig?
One can stay. Your mining rig ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah, there it is. One Sarah stays.
Stay. 2
mining rig. Go ahead, put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Let's go. Let's do it.
There we go.
I have a case later.
Thank you, babe.
Well, I kind of figured that everybody else would have put 1, so I had to be the.
So you got to be the other guy. See, look, everybody's it's 1-1-1 except for some stray number 2 right there.
And now it's for
but you gotta, Bedell, you gotta move your camera.
Oh, I just gotta scooch over more.
Oh, okay.
Well, I gotta get up and turn the rig off.
Just gotta.
It's still not getting video. It's reading from the USB. I don't. Whatever.
Stay off USB for first thing.
What's that?
Stay off the USB for first thing. I did have problems with those too. Because they're not meant to keep rewriting over top of each other. Get an SSD or M2 or whatever. Just get something else. I had big problems with those. They're just not meant to keep reading and writing that fast.
Well, I have an SSD, but it was on my 580 rig on that same motherboard, and I didn't know if I should just format it and reinstall or if I should just plug it in and see what it does. But I'm not getting any video, so I figured finding that cable today would have helped, but no.
Did you find the cable?
Yeah, it was literally right between my monitor and my laptop. You know, after I pulled down 6 boxes, went through the
The
table,
last thing you found was your cable.
and it was literally sitting right fucking there. I went to go plug in my camera, and I'm like, what cable is this? And I'm like, that's the cable I was looking for last night.
Damn it. Damn it.
Like everybody can relate to that. Everybody.
Oh, God, yeah.
You're going, you're looking for stuff, you know, going and it's like, I don't think it's in this box. And then sure enough, it's right by you.
I'm not going to do what I was just getting ready to do.
The toilet paper.
Looked like a cat destroyed it.
Into that converse. Never mind. I'm not even going to do none of it. I'm just going to shut up on that one.
You guys, I'm just looking. What's OC? How to read the most popular candlestick patterns. He's actually doing a little bit of teaching right now. It looks like, I'm guessing. Do you guys want me to bring that up real quick? OC guy?
I don't know. This is Crypto on the Rocks. Fuck them.
Oh, not F.
That's Piper Academy.
Yeah, no, we love OC guy.
I know. And Army Piper and all this crew.
I tried to go to that channel, but I wasn't a subscriber. So I saw you guys write CC raid or CM.
Oh, yeah.
CCM.
Yeah, CCM raid.
And then I just left.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, the dude's good. There's people out there that like they have the information.
That's right.
But
Mexican
they
Superman,
spit
I
it
forgot.
out. Yeah, but they can't spit it out. And so to me, it leads me to believe, okay, are your like charts and setups and everything just kind of like a guessing, or is it like truly skill? Like for me, I want to know like why you did what you did. You know, just don't show me a setup. Show me why you did it. But there's a lot of people out there that can't explain their stuff.
So Joe, I was watching your live stream the other day, and I just gotta say this: somebody in the chat taught me something very important that I'd never heard before.
Really?
That when you're using TradingView, you got the white paper, so you can go in there and just act like you're trading whenever you want with their $10,000 that's not real, just to learn how the market works before you use your own money.
Like a demo trading account?
Yeah, so in TradingView, if you go down on the bottom, it's
Yeah, it's called paper trading. I think it's called
paper trading or white paper or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
paper trading.
So I sat there and was playing around with it so I could follow along sometimes when I'm watching and go, okay, this is where, you know, like you did the Ethereum Classic for me. You told me to wait till it got here, and you know, and then go here, and then it's still a little difficult, but at least I have something to play with that's not costing me money.
Yeah, the easiest way to do it to save you time because even the paper trading, it's a little difficult to kind of understand it. But the easiest thing is just be on TradingView, put your level here and you can just, you know, have it as a green, so you know that's your buy, and then have another level up top, which could be a yellow or another green, which would be your sell, and then another level down here, which would be your red, which is your stop loss, and you just let the chart play out. And then if it hits the top one, there you go. So it's you don't have to do a lot of extra stuff. It's just putting a line, and then of course your other drawings or whatever you want to do, and just let it play out. See if it hits. If it does, great. You can just mentally be, hey, I won that trade, versus, you know, having to do the buy and the sell and everything else.
Well, that's why I like the paper trade, because it's actually you're doing it. It's just not your money, so you can take that 10,000 that they're giving you and see if you're gaining or losing. And if you take that 10,000 nothing, you know, I'm doing something wrong. Watch more, learn more, do whatever. So I thought that was very valuable. And, you know, I'm not going to go on stupid, so I go on Ethereum Classic and I do, you know, the buy sell, but I only buy 5.
Right.
You know, 'cause I'm just trying to act like I'm really trading. This is my $10,000.
Right. Yeah, and they also have it on the exchanges. So, like for example, let's say you're going to use Blowfin or Mexi or whatever. There's a thing under futures where it has like demo account. You click on demo account and they'll give you like 10,000. But what I like to do is I like to where I only have 1,000. So I make it more realistic. Like, okay, or they give you like 100,000. So I'll either put like 10,000 or 1,000, and then I'll play with that on the demo mode. But it's way different. So there's a lot of people traders that don't like demo mode because it's fake. There's no emotions tied to it, which is very true. However, I prefer people using demo mode so they can click all the buttons, see what everything does, see how it operates. And then when you're ready to trade, then you trade with very little money. And you'll see it too. Even though you're trading without emotions per se, like it still hurts. Like let's say you only have $100 in your account, or 1,000 or 10,000, whatever it is. We'll just say $100, and then you see it dropping $10, $20, $30. That's going to affect you because you only have $100. So your thought process is going to be different than if it was just regular paper trading. It's like, oh, I lost $30. Okay. But if it's your real money, it's like, man, all I have is $100. I can only lose $1. So now, like, your thought process is different. But for me, I love demo trading because it allows you to click the button, see what it does, how it operates. But when you actually trade with real money, and when you're first starting out, I tell everybody $10. It's not about making $1 million next week. It's about, getting the emotions and seeing what works and how it works. And what you're really looking at is the percentages. I won 20% or I won 10%. You're not looking at, I won 3 cents or I won 10 cents. It's not that. It's the percentages. So
yeah, and that's where, like I said before, I listen to you all the time. And one thing that I hear is don't trade with emotions. Like, buy now, set your limits. So that's what I did with it. Is I went in and I went, okay, I want to buy here. I've got my stop loss that I only lost $15 out of my 5 ETC or whatever, but I want to make 45.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was doing. Was I was setting it like that's my money. So far, I've only lost $4 out of the 10,000. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't gained anything. I haven't won anything yet, but it teaches me that I'm thinking that 10,000 is mine.
Right. So you actually have a better mindset than 99% of the people. I was
going to say,
because
people.
Normally it's like, I lost 300 today. It's okay. I'll make it up. It's play money. But you're treating it like that's your money. So if you lose $10 or 100, that's like, wait a minute, like something's not. Let me try to. So you're actually way ahead of 99% of the people. So,
but I listen to you and I listen to emotions.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? I mean, if you go to emotions, it's all of a sudden, like ETC did drop to $15, but you told me it was a $12 and around 50-cent range.
Right.
What I should be buying. Well, I said it at around that level. Maybe it was a little bit higher, $12.75 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, but that's to each their own on that. What's 25 cents if you're only buying 5?
Right.
$1.25. So let's go ahead and get into it. But if it drops $15 in my stop loss, altogether, if I drop it down to where I lose 15, but I'm on to gain 45. So I think I haven't called Bedell. I said, hey, this is something just to get into, just to learn.
Right.
Don't go stupid. I'm not going to buy 10,000 and wait for it to go up 3 cents. And then,
right.
Because if it goes down 40 cents, how much you lose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you called me in the middle of drunken building a shelf with power tools.
Speaking of which, where's the shelf?
Too, just so you know.
But in a sense, it's kind of like a video game. You're trying to gain, you're trying to get better, and you're trying to learn how everything works. So I mean, you just don't be stupid about it and go, oh, buy now. I would never do the buy now. I try to do what Joe says. It goes, okay, watch the way that it's moving. But I'm trying to do it on my own without listening to Joe or even on a coin he's talking about or whatever. I'm trying to do it as I heard about this. Somebody said something. Let me just go look at the movement, and try to get from what Joe says on all the other movement. So when he explained DTC that day, it made a little bit of sense. Because trying to watch it without something I'm passionate about, it's like I just hear you. I don't get it.
It doesn't click. Yeah.
So, and that's what I told everybody too. Like when I'm doing like Bitcoin or any of the coins, like it might not be your coin, but just listen to all the information that I'm providing when I'm talking about, whether it's structure or the way it's the strength of the move or the levels, like all that applies to every coin. But
if you can look at the coin like me, when you're doing ETC, I'm looking at what you're showing me. I've got you guys side by side, and I'm looking at it going, okay. And I think I'd said something about it like when you're doing it prior, you're doing another coin. I'm like, they actually look almost exactly the same.
And man, you would be so surprised that like a lot of coins, at certain intervals of the market where, shoot, man, like 80% look the same, exactly the same. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So
and Chuck Dane just chiming in. Basically, paper trade is good to learn the ropes. It is good to learn the ropes, but it does give a false sense of confidence without that emotion. You recklessly paper trade 10K and 100x overnight. So yes. If you are, but if you're reckless with that, good Lord, what's going to happen with your money? I don't know, because now you.
But when you go in, you think you're a guru, and then you start, and then you're losing, and now the emotions are coming in. It's like, oh man, and then you just keep on losing, and then there goes your money. So,
that's why you start out like you said, throw $100 at it if you've got it, and start off that 100 and see if you can do the same thing. Because then you start learning even more. Because now it's your money.
Right.
So
yeah. There's a lot of times where. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I'll do it where it's just $10. It's like, look, guys, like if we can make this $10 go up, then that's great. Other traders who have millions and millions, like they'll see that $10 and they're like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to trade because he doesn't have money. I was like, no, I don't have a trading group the size of yours. That's why, But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So. While I'm thinking of it, I don't know what just made me think of it. Next week, most likely, we're going to be streaming Crypto on the Rocks, not only to my channel, but to Vidal's channel. So be aware of that so you can actually watch it in either location. I actually was hoping to do that today, but unfortunately, I had already preset some stuff, and I'm like, I ain't got time to run and try and change it all. So I figured we'll just kick that over next week. Vidal, if that's still good with you.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Okay. So look for that if you want to give some support to Vidal's channel as well. Be able to do that. Ooh.
It was so funny. This past week, I've been watching the previous Crypto on the Rocks.
Yes.
Just watching them, having them in the background. Watching them, listening, because there's a lot of great stories and everything, and being liking and commenting. And then there was one, oh my gosh, Shuby, you drove me nuts. I wasn't even there, but I felt like I was there. You were talking about the Tangent wallet, and you kept on and on it, and I'm like, just log in with your phone. Log in with your phone. And I was like,
there it is, Tangent.
I was like, Shuby, just do it with your phone. But wait, there's a ring and blah, 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 like 20 minutes. But I think you did that when I was with y'all also. And
I'm trying to help out Keith because he's got a link down below.
Yes. Tangent Wallet is the best. Use it. You got it. And it was so funny, though, because I think I was running late or something, and you were talking for like 30 minutes. And I come in. I was like, listen, guys, we can solve this problem really, really quick. Log in. That's it. Let's move on.
Since you brought it up, Joe.
And Sam, welcome.
I got a brand new phone.
Nice.
And it was not really that hard to get my Tangent wallet set up on my new phone.
So the only thing that I had with the Tangent wallet was that you need that NFIC or whatever it is for the phone. Yeah, that's the only thing I had, because like I had a phone, it was already like 2 years, maybe 3 years old, and I needed a new phone. I just kept on putting it off. I bought the Tangent wallet, and then it didn't work because I needed that thing
NFC.
That
yeah.
So it was like, even better. Now let me get my new phone that I've been putting off that I know I need to get, and then I got the new phone, Tangent wallet, set it up, and it was good.
Yeah, there you NFC. Go. Yes. Yeah. I said it, but I don't think anybody heard me. There you go. Near field communication. There it is.
The only problem is I almost forgot my password, like my PIN that I set up for it. So it took me 2 times to get it there. I'm like, which one was it? But now it's there. Everything's there. Everything's fine. But I had an old iPhone XS, which is what, a 10, I guess they are.
No idea. I don't do iPhones.
I don't do iPhone. I got no idea.
So I got a message from Verizon and says, hey, if you do whatever, click this link, call this number. I'm like, screw you. So I went online and found Verizon's phone number, called them, and they said, yes, 3 of your phones are ready for upgrade. You pay $35 for activation per phone plus taxes. So I got me, my wife, and my daughter all brand new phones for less than a third of what it would cost for one.
Nice.
And the battery actually lasts in it.
Yeah,
They were-
heaven
they were-
forbid. That's an important thing.
It's
That's
funny.
important.
Army Piper, he says there's two type of people when it comes to he goes, there's two types of people when it comes to the Apple phones. One, people love them, absolutely love them. The other type is you can't afford it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he goes, don't hate me, guys, don't hate me. I saw that meme and I just thought I'd share with you. And that is so funny. People who love it and people who can't afford it. Me, I don't have one. I have Android. Shoot.
I had Androids forever.
I tried doing the Apple, and I got like a very cheap one. It was like on Christmas or whatever, or some kind of deal where it was very inexpensive. I got it. Man, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
See, I had
like a
Android all the way up until about, I guess, iPhone 5C, which has been 11 phones ago. And I broke mine. We went to Niagara Falls, and I just got the brand new Android. And I dropped it and broke it. And I went to the store, and they said, well, we got this iPhone 5C. We'll give you for free. I ended up getting it. And I have never had a glitch whatsoever with one. So
somebody who went from an Android to a Apple or
iPhone.
Yeah, an iPhone. Yeah, iPhone.
So somebody went from an Android to an iPhone. Why did you convert to the dark side? I mean, why did you change to that?
To the dark side.
Because they gave it to me for free.
Hey, Chuck's got it right here. Android for life. There you go.
Because they gave it to me for free.
Here's your agree. So you tried it out. You never done it before, and you tried it out, and
I tried it out.
With it.
And back at that particular point, so just to delete an app on an Android, you had to go into your settings. You had to figure this. You had to get down here. You had to go to install like in a computer. On an Apple, if you wanted to delete one, you just held the screen, clicked the X, it was gone. That was like 2 or 3 minutes savings per app. And
but that was like 10 plus years ago.
But that's what I'm saying. I went with an iPhone 5C. That's when I had it.
That was my last and first iPhone. It was the 5C, with the plastic case.
Yes.
I had a blue one.
And the plastic screen.
Yep, and I've never had a virus once, and never even had no glitches on anything with a virus for an iPhone. And when I had my Androids prior,
because an Android's a computer, an iPhone's just a. I can't.
Do people get viruses on their phones? I don't know.
On Androids, I did back then. I mean, it would always pop up. You'd download an app from the Play Store, and it'd come up, and then you'd have these attachments. All of a sudden, it's going, oh, scan your phone, do this, do that. I mean, just crap. And I've never had that issue ever once with an iPhone.
But with the iPhone,
nowadays, like both phones are pretty much the same.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I just know. Whenever I'm talking and Adele talks, I just know I have to talk longer than Adele, so it might. So that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. At the very end, when I was talking and Adele started talking, so I started talking some more, saying more random words, and then I stopped, and he was like, "Dang it, I lost." But to go back to mine, then I'll give back to you, Adele. But to go back to mine, on the iPhone, are any apps free, or do you have to pay for all of them?
There's all the apps, or a lot of apps are free. I haven't never paid for one.
Really, I thought they were all paid for. Okay,
no.
Adele, your turn.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. I only talk when you talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adele.
Come on.
Apple
my God.
Apple and Android nowadays are very similar on a lot of aspects. It's just the user interface is different.
Right, the UI. Yep. And username saying Apple is easier and more streamlined. I don't utilize everything on Android because he said earlier he uses both phones. Plus, my iPhone has lasted longer than my Samsungs ever. I don't know. My Samsungs have been pretty good. I can't complain. That's what I usually stick with is those. And Jay Violet is back in the house. Welcome back.
I will tell you my favorite thing.
Jay Violet, you missed it. Bedell had to jump in and ban somebody. Where were you? No, I'm kidding. Welcome back.
My favorite thing about an Android, at least back in the day, because I haven't had one in a long time. Apple, you have to pay for memory upgrade. In Androids, you could go ahead and put in the little SD card and get as much memory as you wanted.
Not anymore. They don't have
not anymore.
Okay, I'm just saying. Last time I had it.
Yep, not anymore. But yeah, Lots of mods over in Piper. See, lots of we were watching OC Guy, put him in here for a little while. But then we got off about this whole Android versus iPhone thing. And yes, cheers it is. Jay Violet's back, so cheers.
But it is a preference thing, and ever since I got that phone, just the ease of use for me. Even though it took me a little while to get used to it, but once I got used to it,
what did you ever get used to?
The phone itself. I mean, just all the options. So, to do, like I said, you can see my phone. But anyways, so I think they're the same way now. But if I wanted to delete, we'll say, go vote Tennessee. I just hold it. And it says, remove app.
Bye. Hope you don't forget about that one.
But just remove app.
You want that.
Yeah, but it's
the same thing.
It's the same thing with Android nowadays.
I was going to say, Android's the same, yeah. But if you want to remove it from your thing, you got to go to the store, like completely off your account.
Way back when they weren't, when Apple had that. So, like, if I wanted to take and add another thing, like if I want to move this, and put it into a folder. Now I got folders, and everything's inside of a folder for whatever I'm doing.
Ours does the same thing.
Same thing.
But
Jay Violet's in the Droid camp. In the Droid camp.
When I went to iPhone, no, they weren't the same.
They cost about
the
same.
But you're talking back to 5C. I mean, that's the last iPhone I had, and that was probably well over 10 years ago.
Okay, so but why would I switch now when I've had since a 5C all the way up to a 16 now?
Because they're pretty much the same except for the user interface. It's more dumbified on an iPhone than an Android, in my opinion.
And I think the security, and I don't know about Samsung or whatever, but I always bought the cheapest phone possible when I did Android. And I don't think the security was there like a Samsung or whatever. But iPhone doesn't matter what you have. Security's on every one of them.
Yeah, because me, like I said, I had an iPhone, but this was like an old iPhone, and I just didn't like everything about it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah,
and I've been Android ever since. But
and there you go, right there. Basically, Samsung had to copy Apple according to username.
Well, I mean, if you go from a 5C. Like I said, it's been that long, so I don't know what Android has to offer. I'm not bad-mouthing them. A ton of people I know have them.
Of course not. It's all good here. Apple releases new iPhone with the same. Yeah, exactly. And they call it an upgrade. We knew you meant insides. We got you, Chuck Danger. We got you. Yeah. And I don't know. I guess they are about the same in price, but I remember looking initially, and iPhones just seemed like, whew, like that meme Piper was saying, and there's the group that can't afford it, but it's kind of like that,
But I mean, I do have AirPods. I do have an Apple Watch. I mean, I don't have a MacBook or none of that stuff. I got a regular PC.
I have AirPods that connect to my Android.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, username, I don't get a new phone every year. Like I said, my other one was an XS, so that's at least 6 phones ago.
Yeah, I don't either.
My phone
exactly. Who can afford that username? Nobody can afford that.
That's why I had an XS until they gave it to us for free for the most part. I mean,
yeah, and Chuck Danger brings up this is true. Apple has the firmware locked. If Apple wants iPhone's store to stop working, your toy is broken. Yes. And Android, you can open source apps much more. True.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, and I don't do that, so I guess that part, open apps. But I don't have, I mean, I have a ton of apps on my phone, but I only use probably like a 16th of them.
Yeah, and that's how you can de-Googlefy your phone if you wanted to have higher levels of privacy.
For privacy? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like for me, it's not so much about hiding stuff; it's just privacy.
Yeah, you don't want Google scanning all your shit. Yeah, exactly.
It was so funny. I think I told you all this, where it was so funny where my ex told me that because I have a VPN, and she's like, well, what are you doing on your phone? It's like I don't. It's just an extra thing of thing. I don't have my bank on my phone at that time. Now I do, but I don't have my bank on my phone. I don't have nothing on there. And she's like, well, what do you hide? It's like nothing. And I said, I just don't want to be tracked. And she goes, Google tracks you, right? I said, probably. And she goes, no, like they know where you've been. I said, get out of here. There's no way they can do that. She goes, yeah, let me see your phone. Give her the phone. She went. I don't know what button she clicked, but it showed to where it was tracking my thing. And you get an email. She goes, you never check your emails? I said, no. She goes, yeah, it's sending you an email every month showing where you've been. I was like, oh. I said, well, don't check my emails. I'm in trouble.
That's not just Android. That's just Google.
Mm.
So even if you like Google,
Apple too.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like if you have Google on an iPhone, they do that also. Plus, Apple does it.
Yep. So Apple Maps, when I work at a different location than I work now, when I plugged my phone to get, the CarPlay, it would say this far to work. Well, I never sent work. And when I'd leave work, it'd say this far to home. Yeah. And then I moved jobs, and I went there for a couple of months, and it knew I went there every day.
Yep.
Now it's telling me where my new job is, still where my home is. So,
Yep.
I mean, that part is probably the same on both.
Yep. And username, facts right there. Facts.
All I can say is it doesn't matter which phone you use, Android or iPhone, they can both tell how much time you spend on the toilet every day.
Nice.
That's only if you take your phone with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
But what else are you going to do while you're sitting on the porcelain throne? Come on.
Well, I don't sit there that long.
Hey, Diggity, good point right here. This is part of what scares me about these new vehicles right here. Because even your vehicles track you. They know this, that. They track the weight of the... Yeah, it is creepy. It is damn creepy.
Yeah.
None of their freaking business either.
They were talking about those Teslas that got burned up, that how many cameras were on them.
Yes. Yeah, that's Sentinel. The protective thing is called Sentinel. Yes.
So
Chuck Danger's asking there, Bedell.
that's what I'm saying. Like, who does not take their phone to the bathroom? I mean, I get it, like maybe not all the time, but
I don't.
most of the time I feel most people do.
Well, the funny part is how many times you can't find your phone and it's still in the bathroom from when you were finishing up.
Yeah.
I got a lot of customers that bring their phone into the bathroom, of course, and then they leave it there. And then hours later, somebody will be like, "There's a phone in here."
I did it at the airport the last time we flew out somewhere, and I'm like running back in there going, "My phone's still in the stall."
All right, guys, I'm gonna mute and shut off my camera for a few. I gotta eat some dinner.
All right.
Okay. Do what you gotta do, brother.
Yeah, but I don't do that, and it's funny too. Like when my exes with her kids, they would do that, and they're like 5 and 7 or whatever, and they'd be in the restroom for like 30 freaking minutes. It's like, are you done yet? Did your legs fall asleep? What's going on? Like, get out of the restroom already. Like, I'm almost done. And then I had it to where, like, there was a rule, no phones in the restroom. Because that way you go in, you do your business, and you get out.
And you get out. Yeah. It's funny. One of my granddaughters, God love her, she every time she's got to go to the bathroom, she brings a book. Like, I don't know where you learned that, but at least you got a book instead of your phone. There you go.
Right.
God bless her. We'll see if she grows out of that. Right now, she's only 6, so we'll see if she grows out of that.
That's really good, though, that she likes to read. That means she's going to be very, very smart.
Yes.
And people who can read,
is smart.
Yeah, people who can read, because they use their imagination, they use certain parts of their brain, memory, the whole nine. That's really good. And then same thing, like, not saying that boys, but boys and girls, if they're doing like a fighting game or that one, I forget what it's called, but very popular with the kids where they build stuff and then they battle people. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Even with that, like it requires memory to know where certain things are at, or like a shooting game, like it requires memory. So that is, for me, my memory is horrible. And I remember this was maybe like 10 years ago now. My brother and I, we would play all the time certain games, Call of Duty, loved Call of Duty, and maybe 5-10 years ago, whatever time that was. And we would always play, but I would always forget because my memory is so bad. The thing, so I would tell, hey, well, I'm trying to do this for my memory. I need to improve my memory, and but anybody who does like games, it's good because it deals with memory. But reading is so much better because that it does the imagination and everything else.
Well, I don't know. Username saying I read, but look at me, here I am.
So technically, put something up top. You don't have to highlight it. But in Tennessee, you have to upload your license to the website if you want to watch any of that stuff.
I don't.
4 up above or 5 up.
Yeah, no, I see the post. Is that on YouTube?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just in general, there's certain websites out there that you have to actually upload your license now because Tennessee passed the law.
Really?
Gotcha. That you cannot get onto one of those sites.
Yes.
Without uploading your.
Wow. I gotta get that sound effect. Yeah.
Without uploading your license and proving that you're over 18.
Wow. And Chuck Dane just saying she must have, referring to my granddaughter, saw the Seinfeld episode of The Book in the Bathroom. If she were a little older, maybe I'd say okay. Yeah. I
need to binge watch that show. You know what? This weekend I might. Seinfeld. I never knew about Seinfeld until they did their final show or whatever. Then, of course, everybody's talking because I don't watch TV. Like even back then, I never watched really TV. I was always on the computer, trying to build stuff or trying to, whatever. And I heard like everybody talking about Seinfeld, their final episode or whatever, goodbye episode, whatever it's called. And I'm like, what's Seinfeld? They're like, Joe, where have you been? Like it's like the best show ever, and that's the most. I was like, I don't watch TV. Well, I saw one show, and I was like, this has to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's literally a show about nothing.
Yep, right here. Deckman just said it. Seinfeld, the show about nothing.
It was a show about nothing, and it was so incredibly funny, and the characters, and then I think the dude's name is George. The one who works, but it just it's so funny. Yes, it's relatable
and very relatable. Yes, exactly. Yep.
So I think in Seinfeld, there was a strange fact that I had read a while back. Every single episode, there's a picture of a Superman in it.
Really?
There's not a picture, but a Superman like figurine, something. There's just like in every single
Superman.
episode.
No shit.
So that is great. That is great. Advertising, promotion, whatever it is, because that reminds me of the movie. I forgot what movie it was, but there was a movie where there was a little boy, like a ghost boy, that was behind the curtains. 3 men and a baby.
Oh,
and the camera goes like this, and of course, everybody rents the movie. Back in the day when you go to Blockbuster, everybody rents their movie or whatever. And then, like, I think like a year later or sometime in that time frame. That was a big thing. Like, I spotted a ghost. And then, so now, what does everybody do? They go and they rent that movie. They go and they watch that movie, and they see, like, oh, I see it. But it turns out it was a hoax. It wasn't really a ghost. So, not to bust their myths bubble, it was not a ghost. It was literally, they did that. They staged that. So that.
Interesting.
Right. So that later they can release it that, oh, we found something, so that everybody can go and watch it. So, it was very great promotion.
No, that is good. And Bedell, while he's eating, is saying Seinfeld is good, but Home Improvement is better. Listen, I like loved Home Improvement. I loved Home Improvement.
I liked it.
I got a cat that's like Wilson. We got a blocker that blocks our bedroom, so the dogs take it in, and the cat always sits behind it, and all you see is this. It's like this.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. That is funny.
Yeah, I did like that show too, but man, that Seinfeld, man, Just
Chuck Danger says
different
not even
things.
close.
Yeah, George Costanza.
To me,
was
Seinfeld's
great.
up here, and I've only seen a few of the shows. Like, I need to see the episodes, like all of them, the series or the whatever they're called.
We're not.
I've only seen like maybe, 15, 20 shows in the whole span of their thing. But I think just a few that I've seen, Seinfeld's up here, and I don't think anything comes close to it.
Yeah, there was one of the
and
shows.
there you go, Tech Man.
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
it because we're not after hours, but there's one of the shows that I laughed my ass off so hard. So they made a bet on something they couldn't do. You know what I'm talking about, then? Or
Yes,
maybe
I
not.
do. And then I just saw this. That was my favorite episode
that
right
one
there.
too.
No soup for you.
Yes.
Can you go there and get me soup, please? I can't get soup. Yeah, but
That
other one was
is
so funny.
one of the episodes that I did see, and that is extremely no soup for you. Yeah. So
Well,
what were you
the one-
saying, Chewy?
well, anyways, they made a bet, and I can't say what the bet was just because we're not after hours. But it was like within the first minute or so of the bet, what's the guy's name? The Kramer. He comes and goes, "I lost." It was like 10 minutes after the bet started.
That's
But
crazy.
it was just so funny. You know what I'm talking about, Keith, right?
I do. I'm with you. Yep.
Okay.
And
But it was
there
the
you go.
funniest thing I've ever seen.
that is a series that is quite bingeable. Chuck Danger. Absolutely.
love-
That and The Office. See,
I love The Office.
I've never watched The Office. I've seen
Dude.
like the random episode,
Right.
but
I've
like
never watched it.
yeah, that's
So
it.
season 1 was great for The Office. Season 2 is really good. Then the other seasons, they kind of ran out of stuff. I don't know how many seasons they did, but I would watch one where several seasons already passed. Like they're trying to do like spin-offs of whatever. It's like it's not as funny.
Yep.
There's one. It's on the first season. It's super super funny. So the dude Michael, he's the boss, and he's really dumb. Yeah. Michael Scott. Yeah. There's one where he's talking to the camera and he's doing whatever, and he goes and looks outside, and he looks up real quick, and he's panicking. He's like, everybody, come down! You turn off the lights, quiet! And everyone's like freaking out. It's like, what? And then he closes the door to the office, and the dude knocks, and it's like, so everyone's like freaking out. Like, what's going on? Like they're in danger. Well, then the next scene is it's an Arabian dude with the turban, and it's the IT guy. And he's like, wow, that it turns out to be the IT guy. And that's how dumb that the show is. And he's like, what's your password? And it's like P A S S. And the dude's like, really? But yeah. And there's one other part really, really quick. So again, Michael Scott, The Office. Where he's trying to get dates and go on dating sites and everything like this, and he ends up finding a chat room, and he wants to let the females know like he's kid friendly. He's not opposed to kids or nothing like that. So his username was Kid Lover 123. It's like, no, you don't do that. You don't do that.
Oh shit.
But those are just but it's just full of those things, man. It's funny. But that's how dumb he was. Kid Lover 123.
That's
We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, no problem. That's
But
hilarious.
yeah, I love that show. Season 1, I would binge watch that. I've actually done that before. Because so for me, what I do is at that time anyway, I would make money. This was before I was a nurse or nothing like that. I would make money. And I'd save it. I was really good at saving. And so I saved for like 8 months that I didn't have to work. So once, after my divorce, I was, just kicking back, chilling, and just, sleeping or doing whatever I wanted to do. And I would just watch The Office, all season 1, season 2. I think that was the time season 3. And then I would just cycle it through again. I loved it. I loved it.
It sounds funny. I guess I should probably binge it. I love it. That's worse.
Yeah.
And Chuck is agreeing right here. It's a good show to kill a week. Yeah, there you go. Yep. That's fun.
But yeah, the Office is great. Seinfeld, I need to binge watch that because every episode I've seen, I loved it.
Yep. I mean, Seinfeld, classic, man. Classic.
I'll tell you another show I like too. Not that it's funny or that, but I liked Friends.
I've only seen a few episodes of Friends. The episodes that I'd watch, I mean, they're okay. Same thing with, is it Third Rock from the Sun? Maybe it's not.
That wasn't bad. I like that, Third Rock from the Sun.
Which is the one with the really smart dude, Sheldon.
That's Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory is hilarious. I love that show.
I've seen a few of those shows, but the ones that I have seen, they were funny.
God. They play it on like Fox where we're at, but they play it we're Central Time. So they play it at 6 o'clock, and then they play one at 6:30. But they don't have anything to do with each other. Like, it's so far in advance, like you're watching the beginning, but it's just they never play, like, you can't watch it and go through the whole series. So it's like we're so bored with it, and we didn't watch it for years. We didn't watch it till just recently. But I've seen so many repeats, it's like, stop. You know?
Yep. Yeah, Friends, I don't know. It was all right. I just never really got into Friends. I wouldn't sit there and just go, oh my God, Friends.
No, it's not as good as Seinfeld. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Friends was one of the shows that I watched.
I got it.
I liked it a lot. I mean, just not Seinfeld. And I think, just the cast was great, especially Kramer.
Yes.
Kramer just so far.
Yeah, exactly. Oh crap. I'm about to go and I was trying to actually remove this from the stage. Instead, I put it on the stage. I'm about to go close out the poll. So if you haven't voted, you got about 30 seconds before I close out the poll. Let me get this out of here. And we're going to see what is the winner tonight. Let's see. I have a 5,000 piece puzzle of The Office. It's a 3x5. Took me like 2 months to finish it, and I got it framed. Nice. Have you guys, obviously Chuck Danger have you guys ever made puzzles and framed them? My mother used to do that when I was a kid back in the day. Like, that was the thing. She'd have a card table just for puzzles. When she was done, you know what I mean? And that's how she picked the puzzles she was going to do because she wanted to frame it. I can't do that. I can't even stand it.
My wife's done, I think, one or two where she Mod Podged them, which is the clear coat that kind of glues them together.
Yep.
But I don't think she's ever really framed them or did anything with them, but she still got them.
Well, I think that I would classify that, the lacquer or whatever the hell that's called, as framing it, because, I mean, that's what you're doing it for.
Right, preserving it.
Yep.
Oh. What's one of my lamest accomplishments?
I'll tell you what's popular now. Instead of doing those, which we got a framed picture of it. Have you seen the diamond pictures?
Diamond pictures.
So basically, you get a picture taken and they send it to this company, and there's little diamonds. I mean, they're tiny and they're all color shaded, and you take and drop them all these little holes. I mean, instead of so something like 2 foot by 2 foot is diamond dots, is what Bedell's saying. But you take and put all of them in, and they got numbers like where all the colors go, and it looks just like a real photo.
Wow. No, I've never heard of that.
Miss Crypto Bedell loves them. There you go.
My one daughter lives in Johnson City, loves them, and they took a picture of all of our girls, all 4 of them, and did it for the wife, and now it's hanging on our wall. It's just, you can tell it's not a picture, but it looks like a picture, but it's all diamonds. They got special tools and everything, just sit and pop, and do all kinds of crazy things with them.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so I'm just getting the last of these here. So that one and that one. All right. Well, there is no doubt it. Ada by a landslide this week.
Wow.
By a landslide. We did have a 3-way tie for second between Dash, Gala, and Link.
Really?
Three-way tie. Dash, Gala, and Link for second place. But Ada crushed it this week.
I hope Gala makes it. There's a lot of people that ask me about Gala from time to time, and I don't know. I don't know about these gaming coins now that AI and AI agents is the big thing. So one thing that I don't, when like last season when everybody was about the AI, about the gaming and all this other good stuff, and then they put out the games, and the games literally looked like Wolfenstein back in '94. The computer game where it's all nothing but blocks. Like, guys, you're getting excited about something that is like a 20-year-old graphics. It's like I want, because we've advanced so much, I want to see something like with realistic pictures and everything, and everybody just head over heels over this new gaming stuff that's for crypto, but it looks like trash. Like,
I mean, I get it for like, okay, the tech, whatever, Web3, blah blah. Uncle Jesse is back. Ada gang, yes, Ada did take it away tonight. Thank you for coming back, Uncle Jesse. Although I thought you were going to be snoozing by now.
Dude, you need to sleep, brother. You need to sleep, and that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad when it's coming from me.
I was about to say, coming from Joe.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, coming from Joe. But Jesse, you know what? You're back.
Love you.
I got you right here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lost my beer. Cheers.
Yeah.
I saw Shuby. I'm confused. Where's my beer?
Where's my beer?
Well, I was trying to find the diamond dots, but they don't show anything that really shows you what it is.
Well, so maybe seeing Miss Crypto Bedell likes them. Maybe when Bedell comes back, we can see firsthand what some of what she's done. I need sleep. Yes, yeah. Oh man.
I mean, I found pictures of finished product, but you can't tell it looks like a picture because I mean, I'm telling you, those things are so small. The diamonds, that they're so easy to lose. But they sell little. I don't even know how they do it. I just know that they sell little things where you can squeeze it and like pop diamonds in tiny little holes. I mean, they're the size of a. I don't know how to explain. I mean, they're tiny.
Gotcha. Well, exactly, Jesse. That's why I figured you'd be snoozing by now, brother.
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty bad when it comes.
Not that I'm complaining. You're here. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying, man.
I remember, Keith, what was it? We started at 6 o'clock one night and did after hours. And I think we made it till about 1 o'clock in the morning, or 2 o'clock your time.
I was gonna say 2 my time. Yeah. Oh, I think it might even been a little after that, wasn't it? I think we did regular 2 hours on Crypto on the Rocks, and then we did over 4 hours. So. On after hours. Yeah, I know it was. It was late. I was so exhausted, man. Woo.
We did it twice because then when the wife showed up, you guys had to beat my first time here when we did it. And if she's watching,
there you go.
There you go.
There it is. I'm waiting for it to come back in the chat.
I don't think she's been here.
No. Well, yeah,
Lana.
Yeah, I was just waiting. I didn't want to prime the pump there. I was just trying. Oh shit. Okay, I will sleep now. Yes, I had to help Princess in her Discord. See, you're always helping somebody, man. You're the best. Awesome. Yeah. Give her some.
I need to try to get into Discord again. I mean, I don't like Discord. I really don't. The only reason I'm in there is because of Piper. That's the only reason I'm in Discord. I prefer Telegram. I love Telegram. Telegram is so much easier to see. Like if somebody send me messages, or I can make folders for all the groups that I have. It's so much easier. When you go to Discord, like you go one Discord and there's like 30 groups inside that Discord, and then everybody's got a. There's no way I can keep up with all that.
Yep.
I feel you. I'm just looking something up to answer a question real quick. So let me get rid of that. And I was looking up to answer this question. Welcome back, Bedell.
Thank you.
Chuck Danger's asking, when did I start weekly DCA and of the coins you've bought, where's the value, not the amount?
So the percentage,
but the percent up or down. Well, I'd have to update the spreadsheets I have it listed on, and I maybe can do that during the course of this. While
I think you showed us last time, and you were up, like you weren't down.
Yeah. Well, and now the markets have pulled back since that. Yeah, I was up. Matter of fact, we're like 100. I just brought it up. I was up like 148%. But again, that's when Bitcoin was still in that 100K mark. The last time I did that. Right now, I mean, bring that back down. I'm probably still up maybe 90%. And to answer your question as to when it started, it was the second half of 2023. It was shortly after I kind of started Crypto on the Rocks, and then decided, you know, this is a good way to show people how they can DCA. And then I figured, you know what, once I did it, then guess what, give it to my grandkids, because at that point I figured Biden was going to destroy the world, and they would need something to live on. But yes, I hope that answers those questions.
Yeah, he's got a rough estimate, so you're good.
Yeah, like 20% over year over year. Well, I getcha. It might be, yeah. Like I said, that was basically I take it, I throw it in there, and then I track it over time. And like I said, the initial, just to give you an idea, the initial investment, or the net investment after fees for that first cycle, was $505 for that first half a year. And at that time, when I was 148% up, it was valued at over $1,600. So that's why the 148%. And that last check was what, guys? You were with me when I did that. That was probably 4 months ago, maybe, something like that.
I'm thinking like a month and a half. Wow, time flies.
I was thinking it was like November-ish, maybe December.
It was December, I think. Yeah. So roughly 2 years, random weekly picks, and still made money. Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Everybody voted, so yeah, it's whatever they voted for, and yeah, still made money. And that's on that, and even now, the thing that I probably came the close to being upside down on is Quant. That was one of the first cycles. And I'm probably negative on Quant right now. From my buy-in, average buy-in price on that was $104, and I guarantee right now it's nowhere near that. But everything else, I got great buy-in prices. For the most part, I might be a little down on ETH right now as well. My average buy-in on ETH was 27 for that cycle. I'm talking this first cycle, 2,700. But like XLM, I got it at 11 cents. LCX was another one. I got that at 5 cents. But again, I'm giving you average prices. HBAR, 6 cents. HBAR now is at least 20 cents. It was 33 when I did this. ADA, average buy-in price was 47 cents. And my average buy price on Bitcoin in that cycle was 38K.
Nice.
So,
and that just proves DCAing does work.
Yeah, just saying, as an investment, the average Joe can take 20. There's my mantra right there. Thank you, Chuck Danger. Exactly.
But Joe's not average. He trades.
And I would, and now in fairness though, I did pick out coins that I thought had longevity, that I thought were good projects. I mean, all those coins I just mentioned right there, I mean, decent projects. Still
yeah, there's a little bit more to it than what Chuck Danger is saying, but I mean,
and that's why I'm saying
into probably any of the top 100 coins, and after a couple months, a year, maybe 2 years, you're going to be up.
Yeah. Yep.
So what my plan is, after we find out where the all-time high is, I'm going to wait a year and then start DCAing, thanks to you, CCM, thanks to a bunch of other people that I'm watching. Because that was my mistake. Last time I was like, I'm going to do it, but just never did. I always put it off until, hey, we're at the halving already? Holy smokes. Like, when did this happen? Now I'm going to have an official date 1 year after the all-time high, whenever that is. Then I'm going to start DCAing. And until then, I'm going to be saving, a few dollars here and there until that
you got to
point.
put the money aside. Yep.
Right. Because then I don't want to start saving and then put it there. I want to start saving up and then start DCAing, whether it's every week or, minimum every month. But what I'm going to do, though, this time around is I'm going to put 70% into Bitcoin and then the other 30% into whatever. And because on Bitcoin, it doesn't move as fast as the other coins, but it's safer. So
yes. And for longevity reasons, exactly.
Right.
Which is why for this, with doing this, that's why, okay, $25. I figure pretty much everybody can scrape together $25 for a week if they really have to. And I take 15 and put it into Bitcoin because, okay, I want the lion's share in Bitcoin. It's that simple. I think it's where it needs to be, at least at this point in time. And then the other ones, sure, I try to, even the ones in this cycle, that you guys are voting for every week right now until we get into July. It's ADA, please, good. I'm sorry, solid project. Dash. I'll tell you what. I use Dash. If I'm going to buy something and I want to use crypto to do it, I use Dash. If and when I'm in New Hampshire for those things, Dash all over New Hampshire. I mean, yeah, they also do Bitcoin, a lot of those places, but I don't like spending my Bitcoin. But anyway, Dash. Gala, I don't know. I see what Joe was saying when he was talking about Gala earlier, but I don't know. I'm still a little bit bullish with Gala because they got their hands in a lot of pots. It's not just the gaming, they got the music, they got the movies, they got all that, all that kind of stuff. So again, these projects, I think XLM, I think they've got potential. And Litecoin, I love Litecoin. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, I know a lot of people like shit on Litecoin, but I'm sorry. That's my VPN. Joe was talking VPN earlier. I pay for my VPN with Litecoin. They don't give a shit who I am because guess what? They got my crypto. They're happy.
Right.
They don't need my name. They don't need my number. They don't need nothing. You know what I mean? Because you're paying me in crypto. Thank you very much. Boom, boom. Done. But anyway, that was a great question, Chuck Andrew.
Great question.
Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Sorry I didn't articulate it properly right off the cuff there, but I appreciate that. Guys, I'm going to step away for a second. Got to get me some more ice, and I will be right back. So you guys try and keep it under control, okay? Or not. I don't care. I don't.
But yeah, that's a great point.
I might just fall asleep.
What? You ate a gummy or something, or what?
What's that?
You ate a gummy?
I ate two. I also didn't eat dinner last night because we had a safety lunch at work, so I had a pork chop.
Nice.
I only eat like normally once a day, and so when I ate yesterday at lunch, I didn't eat dinner, so it's like 24. So it's been 33 hours since I ate last.
Wow.
So you had pork chop in a can last night, and then you had dinner a little bit ago, and then or was the gummies the dinner?
No, I had 6 pieces of pizza and 2 cheesy breadsticks.
What kind of pizza? Just pepperoni or?
Spicy pepperoni, and then, I think it was spicy marinara sauce on both pizzas. One was pepperoni, one was sausage.
Nice. I don't know what it is about Italian sausage on a pizza. I freaking love it.
It's all right. I don't know. I like pizza like a Supreme or meat galore. You know, something with like 4 or 5 different toppings.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I like the Italian sausage on it. I do a Supreme without olives because I'm not an olive fan. But
Love olives.
Just extra sausage, extra Italian sausage, whatever reason. I love that with the marinara sausage. Just delicious.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight is pizza. Frozen, but
Chuck Daniel says he likes that late night heartburn.
I don't get heartburn. Not that often. I mean, at one point in my life, I actually had it a lot. My kids were buying me Tums or Rolaids for freaking Christmas. And I'm serious. I quit taking them. I quit taking all those, and I mean, literally throwing up because it was so bad.
Right.
And finally got over that point, and I don't get heartburn anymore because I took that out of letting my body do what it needed to do.
Dude, there was at one time also, this was like 10, 15 years ago, man, heartburn like crazy heartburn. And then I stopped eating pizza because my wife at that time, she really didn't cook. And, you know, she loved pizza. So we would have pizza like 2, maybe 3 times a week. And dude, like, I just couldn't do it. And sure enough, I found out that it was, you know, because of the pepperoni. And at this time, I didn't know about all that stuff. And it was the pepperoni, it was the tomato sauce, and I just couldn't do it. And I forgot what, I don't know if I go into a doctor or we got medicine, I don't even remember. Or I just took, you know, Pepto or whatever it was. But I stopped doing that for like a good 6 months to maybe a year. And then I had pizza again and no heartburn. And right now, to this day, it's very rare that I'll get heartburn. But, I mean, once you get older, like, this is how you know you're old. When you have Tums ready in stock. That's when you know you're old. That's when you know.
Yeah, I quit taking them, though. I get heartburn now, and I just deal with it. Because when I started taking them, I mean, I got heartburn so bad, we went to Niagara Falls. I think we were talking about that earlier somewhere along the way. I mean, I ended up, like, just... It was so bad, I was throwing up in the bathroom that the heartburn was so bad.
Right.
And at that point, I'm like, I'm not taking that crap anymore. And it took me about 3 months. I mean, I'm miserable for 3 months. Right. And that's been 8, probably been 12 years ago. And I get heartburn maybe once or twice a year. Eat pizza, do whatever. I mean, if I eat red sauce every night, like if we had spaghetti, then pizza, then maybe meatball subs, I might get heartburn.
Right.
But
that's a true test if you're old, is if you have Tums just stocked.
That's because I've never had heartburn in my life, does that mean I'm young?
Yes. Once you start getting, and that's so true. Once you start getting heartburn, like you go, I bet you if you went to any of your buddies' houses that are older than you, and you say, "Hey man, you got some Tums?" "Oh yeah, man, it's in the top cap." Like they have it on stock. But if you go to somebody who's younger than you have some Tums, what's that? Is that a candy or something? They won't know. But I'm telling you, everybody that's older than you go to their house, you ask them for some Tums. "Yeah, man, it's right up there."
Yeah, there's probably Tums in my house too, but I just won't take them. I won't take Tums, Rolaids, none of that.
I got that double pack. You know, whenever I get Tums, I'll make sure I get the 2. That way, you know, it'll last me, you know, maybe a year, if that, maybe even longer. I don't even know. It's funny. I don't know about y'all, but like when I buy medicine, like I buy allergy medicine, I buy cold and flu medicine. And I have like a lot of them because I don't want to be where I'm sick and then I have to go to the store or wait for the delivery. I just want it. So I think all my stuff is already expired like about a year or 2.
Yeah, we do the same thing. We buy double everything, like deodorant. I buy the 2-pack because it saves you money. You know, shampoo, if you can buy it in the double pack, I buy the double pack. I buy everything we do, we buy. We got a whole cabinet slot full of all the extras.
Same. In my restroom, there's like a cabinet thing. At one point, I think I had like 12 deodorants, 6 shampoos. It literally looked like a store. 6 shampoos, 6 conditioners, just everything like just stacked up. It's like, but now I'm already to the very end though, so I probably need to stock up again.
So I gotta tell you, we got the Forever Roll toilet paper that looks like you go to the convenience store. You know the
Oh wow.
We got subscription to that thing, so we probably got like 15 rolls. But Charmin stopped doing them, so you can't. If you're not a member, you can't do it anymore.
Wow.
So when the toilet paper shortage happened, they were still shipping our toilet paper because anybody who was subscribers, they canceled all new subscribers, and we kept getting ours.
Nice.
Yeah, Chuck Daniel is like, I don't need medicine.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Rub some dirt on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or when I was a kid, Mercurochrome. I don't know if anybody remembers that, or I just dated myself right there. But
what'd you call it?
Mercurochrome.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it here. Hang on one second.
Oh, we got Retro in the house.
Retro Mike, what's up, man?
He was here earlier, I think, for a little bit.
He doesn't have a wrench. Jesus.
Well, you see, some of y'all young people had peroxide. I had iodine when I was a kid.
There you go.
Here we go. Bring up the picture here.
Oh, he just said it right as I was saying it. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like, as you were saying iodine, I saw his chat come up about the terror of iodine.
Yeah.
Wow. Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah. Yes, I'm that old. There it is.
And that's a bottle out of his cabinet because he still got a little bit.
Right.
That's definitely expired, because everything has to have an expiration date nowadays.
Mm.
Well, that's all that didn't have an expiration date. You're good. I know I'm not right. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to go in there and go cook my pizza and turn on the radio.
Brother, I get it.
Hang out with the wife, and she'll probably holler at me, but
for what?
Yep.
Kim is no hollering at Shuby.
Speaking about
with me.
That's his night medicine.
Yeah,
that's not mine. I'm not drinking that shit. I'll break out in handcuffs.
There you go.
Oh shit! That's funny.
So, just out of curiosity, any of you guys had rabies shots? Whole different subject from being young.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Do you only get that when you get bit by something, or was that like back in the day where they give you the shots?
Well, I got attacked by otters when I was a kid, probably about 6 or 7.
Wow.
Okay, there's a story time there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I got attacked.
Don't let the otter gang hear you say that, but tell us more.
A little canal.
How do you get for one? How do you get attacked by otters?
Well, story time. He put it up there, I'll tell you. So where I lived with no electricity, on this little 5-acre lot, there was a canal that ran around us. And these otters came up, and I'm like, okay. So I started petting them. Because they came right up to me like friendly.
Right.
And there was 2 of them. And I'm sitting on these little steps to a little travel trailer. And one climbed up on my back. Well, their claws are sharper than shit. So I flipped it off because it hurt. And they come back down and I was petting them. Well, another one climbed on my back. And I flipped it off. Well, I don't know if the other one was a boyfriend or whatever, but got pissed off and bit me 13 times from my side of my leg all the way up to my ass.
Wow.
And they ended up catching these otters. My grandfather did. He caught them and put them in a car. Well, for some reason, they got out of the car. So they couldn't test them if they had rabies. They had to give me shots. And right about that same exact time is when they stopped doing them in the belly button. And they went and started doing them where they would do rabies shots in the arm. So I had to go like 7 times to get rabies shots, 3 shots every single time.
Wow.
Holy cow. That was a worthy story time right there.
I'm telling you, I mean, it was literally like 4 or 5 months when they stopped giving them right directly in the belly button into your stomach is where they were giving them prior to that.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Andrea in the house. Happy Friday
Andrea?
to you, Andrea. Shuby, before you go and have your pizza, come on for Andrea. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
All
I
right.
might still come back in the chat, but I'm gonna go in and turn on the jukebox. The wife's out of the sew shed now, and
okay, go, brother. Do what you got to do. Tell Kim we all said hey. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping me start the show. Appreciate that very much.
yep, happy Friday. And somewhere in private chat next Thursday, I will be in a live stream for a laser giveaway.
I will re-put that in the chat so everybody can follow up and do that if they want.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, you weren't here by then, but it might be where I'm on live stream. I'm not sure. They might just show the people, the guy that built the machine, the guy that does all the tech support, the guy that's the ambassador. All of us will be all in the same building with 11 other people than me. So I'll be down in New Orleans.
I keep forgetting to enter that giveaway every day.
Well, do what you can. It only takes one, but
Yep. And I just put that link back in the chat, everybody. So on all platforms. So go ahead and watch that Thursday for Shuby. So
yep. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure that I'll even be pictured in it. I don't know if they're going to show the audience, but you guys, somebody's going to win a laser.
nice.
Well, I hope it's you.
Yeah,
Right.
Me too.
And I wish you
Good
the
luck.
best.
Yeah,
Have a
so-
safe trip too.
Yep, I will. And they got a casino down there, so I'm going to stop first to see if I can win enough money to pay for that laser.
Hit stop. Hit stops.
There you go. Win some money, pay for the trip, pay for the laser.
Yep,
you
luckily I
go.
only got to pay for gas because the hotel room was free.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I already had that set up for my Marriott credit card.
Nice.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night.
Right.
All right, see ya.
Have a good
See
one.
you later.
You too, Keith. Have a good one.
Thanks.
All right. So I want to just catch up on a couple of these here. Chuck Danger said, see, pink Himalayan rock salt has been there for what's that, 10,000 years, and that the label says it expires in 6 months. I still have benzos from like 9 years ago. I hear they get better with age. Ah, there you go. Have a benzo.
Just
Oh
like
boy.
that movie. What was that movie called? Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I love that
Chuck, then he's saying, I thought last time somebody got rabies was Old Yeller.
movie. Right.
And Andrea's saying, I got bit in the ass by a German Shepherd and got 20
Wow.
stitches. Shit.
That's
Damn.
scary. That's so scary to have dogs that like attack. That's scary.
I had a dog one time escape out of the house without a leash, hid underneath the car, and it was my dog. It was a chocolate lab. They're normally pretty good. I tried to get him out from under the car. He bit my arm so hard I ended up just dragging him out from underneath the car, and then had to put him down right then and there because I was like, if he draws blood on me, he's gonna draw blood on somebody.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Damn. What I have 2 German Shepherds. Well, there you go. The moral of the story is that what goes around comes around. I got 2 German Shepherds. There it is.
Yeah, I would be traumatized if I was, as a kid being bit. It's traumatizing.
I don't know. German Shepherds, I love German. When I was a kid,
Super
that was
smart.
the dog I
Obedient.
wanted,
Right.
I mean, and they're beautiful dogs. Okay. I don't know, Jesse. I think you're just like trying to drag along there, but good night.
Yeah, good night,
Uncle
Jesse.
Jesse.
Can we just put him in timeout until the stream ends? So then he can't type. Then he's forced to go to bed.
Uh-oh. You're going to be in the doghouse. Huh? No pun intended. I can't use the sound effects because I'm playing music in the background. Sorry. Otherwise, I would have did that. Andrea is saying, I love shepherds. I was running through the neighbor's yard. My bad. Oh, well, yeah, okay. I had them growing up and can't do the hair. Yeah, yep. You have pit bulls. There you go.
I had one pit bull, smartest dog I've ever had. Super obedient, did tricks. He was pretty much like a lap dog. When he was a baby, I'd carry him and I'd have him on my lap. Then he got bigger, and then I would sit down on the chair that's outside in our yard, and we had a really big yard, and he would run and run, and I knew what was going to happen. Run, and then he'd like literally jump on me and then sit on my lap and then get all. It's like, dude, like you're too big for this, man. But
Yep.
he was the best dog I've ever had.
You ain't the pup you think you are.
Wow.
And all dogs are good when they're trained. Yeah. Facts. I
And sometimes they can flip on you though. Sometimes they can.
I'm the wife has cats. I'm not a cat person. All about the dogs.
I love cats. I absolutely do. And it was so funny when I was doing pest control. Story time. I was doing pest control, and I'm inspecting the house for termites, and I'm going, and then there's a Siamese cat that literally cornered me. I'm in the restroom looking, and as I'm coming out, the Siamese cat jumped on the bed and just staring at me and doing that crap. And I was like, sir, and I already forgot the dude's name because I only see him like once a year. I was like, sir, I'm looking, and then he finally comes in. I said, if you can do me a favor, like, I'm really not scared of cats, but this one, he's not looking too friendly right now. If you can just get, I was like, oh, it's not my cat, it's my wife's cat. So he gets the cat, and man, that cat just tore him up. He gets the cat, he throws it in another room and closes the door. I was like, wow. I'm glad that was him, not me.
Yeah. Dang.
Nowadays, that would be a lawsuit if that would have been you that the cat went after.
Oh, heck yeah.
Seriously, though.
I mean, nowadays, you can't even discipline your kids in the store. And it's been like that for a while now, where like you can't, because you'll get the cops caught on you. You get CPS on you and everything. And it's funny. I like watching those videos on YouTube where the kid calls the 911 on the parent because the parent spanked them because, they did something about school or whatever. And the cop goes over there and is like, you called on your mom? She's like, yeah. Why? Because she spanked me. Why? Because I did this and this. And like, okay. And then, is that true? And then the mom's like, well, yeah. And the cop says, you're lucky it was her and with her belt instead of my belt. Because if you were my kid, blah, blah, I said, if you ever do that again, I'll come over here and I'll spank you. And the kid's like, oh crap, that didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
Exactly. That's the problem.
There's a lot of people out there that listen to their kids. And it's funny, Andrew Tate, I remember him saying this. He's like, he sees all these people bargaining with their kids. Now, I don't have any kids, so that means I'm an expert. Just let everybody know. That automatically qualifies me for an expert. If anybody wants dieting advice, I got you on that too. So, with that being said, if clean your room and you can go out today, or I'll give you some money, or what? He goes, no, you don't bargain with your kids. Like, you tell them what to do. You are supposed to be the authority, not them. When it's vice versa and they tell you, oh man, forget it. When they turn 6, then what are they going to do? When they turn 8 and they start, gaining some strength, then what are they going to do? 15? Forget it. You have no control over
teenage years. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Shoot, man, I remember back in the day, and I was really lucky. I had a great mom. Man, I had a great mom. But I was lucky back in the day because I know if I would have ever mouthed off to my mom or my aunts and uncles, shoot, you wouldn't see me for a week. I'd be black and blue. I would learn not to speak up or speak back to them.
Andrea, I suppose there's some truth to that. I don't know. If you ask my kids, it's funny. They tell my grandchildren all the time that I've mellowed, because what the grandkids get away with, they never got away with. Because I didn't tolerate that crap. No. It's a good thing my kids are all grown at this point, because in this day and age. But I remember as a kid, my mom telling me, and my mom was probably 5 feet tall when she had her high heels on there. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? She didn't wear high heels, but you get my point. And I remember her telling me, man, I don't care how big you get, I will grab a ladder and I will kick your ass. I will go get a 2x4 and kick your ass. I don't care. And I believed her. I'm not lying, but I believe she was crazy enough to do it.
But times have changed, though. I mean,
and that's why I said I couldn't survive with my kids being
kid at home anymore, in the fear of them going to school and telling their teacher that they get spanked at home, because then they call the cops. The cops come to your house and investigate it all, and it's like, I'm just disciplining my kid. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
And I like the ones that say, you want to call the cops on me? Call them. You will be in foster care, and you will be with parents who don't take care of you and don't feed you. Do it. Matter of fact, I'll give you the phone. Here, call them. I say, you think you have it rough with me? Man, you ain't seen nothing yet. And that way they know it's like, oh, well, maybe I don't have it as bad as I think I have it. But
it's I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop before I get next thing you know. But it's definitely
it was good in the good old days. There was more respect as opposed to what there is now. That's all I'm saying. It was good old days.
And there is, I mean, some people still raise the kids right. There is, respect. I see it all. I see it all the time. With like kids that come into a store that I frequent all the time, and they're like, oh, yes, sir, no, sir, or this, that, or whatever to the person at the counter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, okay, good. You okay, somebody did it right. Somebody did it right. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to still see that. And yes, okay, I'm not alone. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. Yeah. Man. Yeah. Now, having those same kind of arguments now with the adult children, that's different. Yeah, that's when you got to pick and choose your battles, because it's like, it ain't worth it. And the older I get, the less worth it is.
Right.
Come to me, get the advice. I'm going to give it to you. You're going to not take it anyway. So, it's what it is. Since when do kids listen to you?
Right. And it's so funny too. Like when you're a kid and your parents tell you certain things, you're like, oh, well, I know it all. And you don't know, and this and that. And then when you're the adult, you're giving that same freaking advice to your kids or the younger generation. And it's like, it's a cycle. And we always think we know it. And then it's like, oh, like, I sound like my parents. Like, let me.
Yeah. It's funny. I just told you a few minutes ago, my kids, I was the authoritarian guy. Boom, discipline, right?
Right.
And it's funny. My kids used to complain. What comes around? My oldest son, it's probably a few years back now, came to me one day and said, Dad, I now understand why you did what you did.
Yep.
That's what my brother, I now understand.
That's what my brother told our mom when he only had like 3 kids. I think now he has like 6, or I know he has 6. But at the time he only had 3 at that time. It's like, Mom, I have no idea how you did it. I mean, it's hard. She goes, I know. This is why I would, tell y'all, it's not easy doing what you think your stuff is hard, that you have to take a nap. Like my stuff is hard because I have to work so that you could take a nap in this place, this house or whatever it was. But we don't see it from that perspective. So yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. You know, we're products of our generation. We're products of our raising. Yeah, exactly. We all are. And we have our biases and how we see things that way. And age is just one of those factors of it. You know what I mean? Just is. And but it's funny, the way you just said that, Joe. My daughter said something similar to me, but she was referring it to like the cost of living, because you know I had 5 kids and you know we both worked. It was like, you know, but they played the baseball, they played the soccer, they went to school, they had all of that. You know what I'm saying? But like it was stressful. That's some of this gray that's going on right here. But now my daughter, who has the kids, is like, "How did you do it?" It's like, oh my God, it's so expensive. This is so expensive.
Time management.
Yeah, it's so expensive. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. And it's true. Again, glad I'm not having to raise them now. I mean, you know, now if it's like one of the you know, they can't afford it, and one of the grandkids wants to play this or play that, it's like, okay, here, let me help you chip in for that or whatever. You know?
Right.
But yeah, it ain't easy, parents these days. I'm on with that.
Yep.
Especially stuff like that where you got to pay for it and everything. See, tell me, I don't know. You guys are younger than me, but when you were in like high school and middle school, high school, that kind of thing, was everything like free? Like if you wanted to play a sport, you could just go play the sport, or did you have to pay for that? For me, it was all free. I mean, you wanted to do something after school, whatever. For a lot of my grandkids, you got to pay now to play.
Like when I was in high school, I was on a soccer team, and we didn't have to pay to be on the team, but they would give you like a piece of paper of, you know, you got to have your own cleats, you got to buy your own socks. We need X amount for the uniform.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, okay, yeah, you don't have to pay to be on the team, but you need to buy this list of stuff.
Yep.
And pretty much that was about it.
Yeah, for me it was football. I just remember buying cleats. I don't remember if I bought anything else, or my, you know, mom bought anything else. But I know like for other things like ROTC, I'm pretty sure they had to buy their uniform. I don't know though. Same thing with like anything else. No idea. But I do remember for football, I had to buy my own cleats.
Yep. Well, and it's funny, Bedell, about you saying that, because like one of the things was baseball for a couple of my grandchildren, and I had to pay to play and buy all the shit. I ended up taking them, and I'm like, okay, let's go. I know what you're gonna get. Papa will teach you how to use it. Blah 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 blah. And I went and took care of that because they had to pay for them to play.
Right.
It's just insane. It's just insane the way things have, in my opinion, degraded. They've just gone downhill. Andre's saying I was actually the discipliner. My husband is their favorite. There you go. It's always been, mom, for me. I was talking about things like wearing shorts to school in the winter, I gotcha. With the other comment. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, go right ahead. See, for me, my mom, that wouldn't have flown. Yeah. That would have been that. I don't know. I didn't let them do it all the time, but every once in a while, you're right. I think I caved on that once in a moon. So with stuff like that, but yeah, I get you.
I remember one time with my ex and her kids. It was early in the morning. Of course, you know it's dark outside. It's, you know, light rain, but cold, really cold. And she was like, here's a jacket. It was more like a rain jacket type thing. And they're like, no, I don't want to wear it. So now I'm kind of I'm like, what's going on here? And I was like, well, it's cold outside and it's raining. You know, put this on. No, I don't want it. And she's like, fine. I said, no, there's no fine. I said, you're putting this on and you're wearing it. And, you know, when you come home, you better have it. I was like, because then now they're making the decisions.
Yes. And to Andrea's point right here, natural consequence. Yeah, exactly. Then you get to school, you're freezing your butt off, or you're wet, or you're whatever.
And then you're sick. You're sick, and then now you're home, and now I got to take care of you at the house. Nah, get out of here. Put on this jacket.
I get you. I understand. I understand both sides of it. I do. I really do.
But guys, I gotta take off. It's been a good night.
Very cool.
I'm sorry to hear you're leaving.
Yeah, one of the few times I actually have to leave before the stream ends, but
it's all right,
that's
man.
All good.
It's been a crazy week. I'm tired. I'm full. Gummies are kicking in.
Well, we'd rather you be asleep off camera than on camera, because then we make more moves on you. So
yeah,
there you go.
Me and my girlfriend have been watching the AP Bio on Netflix.
Never heard of it.
It's a interesting but funny comedy show.
Okay.
So we're gonna go watch some more of that.
Cool.
I might make it through one episode, maybe.
Yeah, and that's it. Tapping out. Yep, I got you.
Funny.
I got you.
All right, guys.
Go have a good weekend,
Thank
man.
you. Everybody have a good night. Haven't seen Jesse in a little while, so hopefully
he's sleeping.
He's like, what, Jesse? I'm here, guys. I'm here. No.
Yeah. As soon as I leave, he's gonna pop in chat and be like, I'm still here.
Oh man. No, go
right,
tell Sarah we said have a good weekend, please.
Yep. I'll tell her that you guys said bye.
All right. And I'll be in touch with you probably Monday, just so you know.
Oh yeah, because we have that stream on Tuesday.
Well, I don't have anything scheduled yet for Tuesday, but that's why I said I'll be probably in touch with you on Monday to let you know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Have a good night, guys.
All right. We'll see you.
Have a good night. And there were two.
And then there was two. Let's go.
Hey, I get it, man. Some Fridays, well, you see, man, there's Fridays I'm just about damn sleeping on this stream, but I do enjoy it. It's not like I don't enjoy
I love
it.
it, man.
Yeah, it just, man, the days are long, the weeks are long, Yeah. Oh, wait, we're losing Andrea too. I gotta go to bed earlier. I get it. I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. Gotcha.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you for being here, participating.
Yes.
Like, you guys are the best.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Andrea. Appreciate you being here and interacting in the chat. That's cool. Yes, appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you. You as well. Sleep tight. What's this? Don't make me come back. Yep, dropping like flies, Shub. Dropping like flies. Oh crap. So did you? Is it official? Are you going live tonight, Joe, or what? Are you just gonna?
I'm not sure. I mean, I might, but I'm thinking about maybe getting something to eat, and then maybe watching. I don't know. I kind of want to watch a show. I don't know what show to watch though, or just get away from the charts.
Yeah.
I'm literally in the charts all freaking day, and of course, helping my group, and then all the DMs that I get. Like, it's literally 24/7 crypto, 24/7. I literally dream about it. Some of them are good dreams. Some of them are like, oh no, the market's crashing and I went long. No, or I went short and the market's going to high. It's like, no, I literally have that.
No, you got to step away sometimes. Believe me, I get it. And right here, here's your suggestion.
There you
right
go.
There.
Pizza.
And Seinfeld.
There
you go.
I don't even know if pizza places are open right now. But I don't know. I don't want pizza. I'll probably get, I don't even know. But thinking about doing that, maybe watching something, and then maybe doing a show tonight. I don't know. We had a few yesterday, and they were pretty good shows. But yeah, so I really like making these music
Oh yeah, talk
Music
about how
thing.
you do that, Joe. If you
Yeah,
if
so
you can share.
it's a program. It's called Suno, I guess. There's a lot of them out there, but it's called Suno. I think it's like $10 a month. But it's funny though because I paid for one of them, but it's like, oh crap, I put it with my other YouTube name. Let me put it for the one that I'm gonna be using it on. So I'm actually paying for two services, and I've been doing it for like 8 months already, and I keep on forgetting to cancel this other one, but it's only $10. And so it's $10 a month. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's 20. I think it's $10. And you tell it what you want it to say or what you want it to be about, and then it makes a song, like the people singing it, and everything else. There's a lot of things that you have to kind of tweak. So what I do is I actually put what I wanted to talk about in ChatGPT, and it gives me the list or the song, and then I put it in my Word document, and then I'll change stuff to where it's more relevant. And then once I kind of read it and change stuff, then I put it into the program, and then it does the people singing, and sometimes it's like they're singing it too fast, so then I'll generate it again, and then they'll sing it. It's like, okay, was the pace is good, but I don't like the background music, so then I'll do it again. So sometimes one song will take maybe 30 minutes to an hour, just because I'm really picky. But if you weren't picky, first song, boom, you got it. But it's super cool. And
I didn't even realize that kind of thing existed.
Man, it's so crazy. Matter of fact, when my cousin was here, we were talking about AI. I was like, yeah, man, they have AI on everything. And I said, like, give me 3 random things. And he's like, cat. I said, okay, well, I'm going to do kitten. Football, okay, and TV. All right. So I told Grok, make me an image with a cat holding a football on top of a TV. Boop. 2 seconds, 5 seconds later, here you go. Here's your kitten holding a football. It's like it'll do anything for you. So it's pretty crazy.
It is crazy. And a lot of these thumbnails, well, you and I talked about this. A lot of these thumbnails that I've been doing lately, I'm using AI to help me do it, because it's just so much better than me sitting there fighting with this picture or that picture.
Now, the only thing I don't like is maybe because I'm not doing the prompts how it should be, but when it comes to the words, forget it, man. Like it never does the letters, all of them. So I'll get it, and then I'll just like hide with the words, or I'll clone to where I paint over it. But before, like, I would literally spend 20, 30 minutes on if I wanted a kind of a better one, 20, 30 minutes on a thing. Now I just go to Grok or ChatGPT, put in my prompts. 5 seconds later, fine, I'll use this one. I'll put something over it. If my little words, boom, done.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. No, it makes such a huge difference. I first started using it was because of my using it to like help me with the articles for my website, stuff like that. Yeah, no problem. So that was my, what's the word I want? Like my base case, my limit, my knowledge of it, I guess. There you go. My knowledge of it. But now with like the images, I've expanded to that, and I'm finding it more and more useful. And I know I'm like a Luddite by comparison to some of you people who use AI. You know what I mean?
I'm just starting, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm just, but it has helped me a lot on my thumbnails, like crazy.
Yeah.
So that really helped me out. And then so I got turned on to this music thing. I did it before Road Dog Crypto, because I was just AI on YouTube, and it's showing me like different programs, and then I saw AI for music. And I was like, well, let me see what this is about. And then sure enough, I went to different sites, and I kind of playing around with it, and I've had this program for several months now. And so I just play with it. It's like nothing, whatever. But Road Dog, man, he's taking it to another level. He's talking about, different things when it comes to crypto and everything else. And so that got the fire lit up under me. And so me and him, we were talking, and he's like, yeah, Joe, it has to do with this and this. And then sure enough, I'll go and then I start, tweaking it a little bit. And it's like, man, I really, really like it. So it's pretty cool.
Yep. Oh, I get it. Can you only imagine like what it's going to be in like a couple of years, or heaven forbid, 10 years down the road. Holy crap.
Right.
Holy crap.
And then same thing with like all these people on Fiverr, I would go to them to write me code, and now you can ask. Now, granted, it still messes up.
Oh, yeah.
You get the majority of it. But yeah.
Yep, that's true. And I'm not for nothing. You mentioned Fiverr. Well, that's where I went for the longest time. Hell, even sometimes now I still do, believe it or not. I mean, even with the AI, I don't want to deal with it. It's just like, here, do this for me, I'll pay you. Kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I used to do for my thumbnails. And I would say, make sure to give it to me in a PSD file so I can mess with it in Photoshop so I can make more of them using the outline. I'm sorry, what were we going to say?
No, that's okay. But actually, I forgot what the hell I was about to go with. That's what I was about to say. Like these people who are like still on Fiverr or Upwork or whatever, they're going to have to start literally utilizing
I think they already do.
Yeah,
I think they already do.
Some of them, I'm sure, do, but I mean, it's gonna have to be a major integration if you're gonna keep up with anything that's like along that line. Hell, even like writing articles and stuff, like that used to be what I went main time for, like Fiverr or Upwork. Actually, Fiverr not so much for the articles, but it was like Upwork and stuff like that to get articles. I can't even see if there's why there'd be anybody left there to do that, bar they're using AI to do it for them. You know what I mean? It's like you can literally go to AI, plop, this is what I'm looking for. It gives you an outline. Okay, expand on this, do that, blah, 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 blah. As long as you're putting the right prompts in there. Now, again, like you said, it screws up. You got to go and you got to double check it. You know what I mean? But like, hello, you can get like 90% of it. Right. 90% of it.
It's crazy.
I know people who use like Grok or ChatGPT as their main search engine. They don't even use Google. You know what I mean? That's their search engine.
I forgot who was saying it, whether it was you or somebody else, where they were saying it as far as Grok. It's got the most advanced AI search features, et cetera, and now more people are using Grok versus like even like some of my things that I search for, I go to Grok and I say, what is this? How can this benefit this or whatever? Summarize it and then give me the links so I can verify. And then you'll go and you'll summarize whatever, and then you'll give me the sources. Boom.
Yep.
So instead of me going to this website, it's like, okay, going to this website, it's wasting all that time.
Like you used to have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it does it for me. It summarizes it, and then it gives me the references. It's like, okay.
No, that's like I said. I can't even imagine what it's going to be. That's all I got. My grandkids are going to be like side by side with AI, basically. And in everything they're doing.
Yep. So while you're doing that, I got to get another beverage. So I'll be back in just a few moments.
Take your time. Wow. And then there was one. Joe's coming back. I'm not alone. So, wait, what's this? I missed this. Ramen noodles. There you go. That's right. Because he didn't go to the market. Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing out there? You still hanging out? We got people still lurking? Come on, I'm sure we do. According to my analytics here, we definitely have a few people lurking on YouTube. Appreciate you still being here as we sit here chatting about everything under the sun, except crypto, it seems like these days. But I appreciate you for being here and helping, sharing, and being part of the show every week. It's important to me. Like I was mentioning to Joe, you know, I some of these weeks I'm tired. It's a long week. It's a long day, and yeah, I'm pretty much dead in this chair as we're sitting here on online and doing the show. But it's pretty good to me. Even though I'm tired, it makes me happy to be here and doing it, and because it's what it's about. It's funny. I ran into a guy the other day, just random. Hadn't seen him in a while. Just, you know, catch up, blah 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 blah. And he asked me what I was doing, so I told him about, you know, doing this crypto stuff online. And boy, did that spawn an entire conversation with, like, it's like, man, I just don't get that stuff, and da 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 da. And again, more my age, so I can understand where the the disconnect was, right? And it was good though, because I'll tell you what, I could just feel the change in my demeanor in the conversation when I started talking like crypto and explaining. He was asking about some of Trump's stuff with regard to crypto and this and that, and just trying to explain that to him in layman's terms, because again, he knows very little about it. So trying to explain that and this, that, and the other thing. So it was great to be able to have that kind of conversation. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it, which is why I enjoy this particular show right here. I was just explaining. I don't know if could you hear what I was saying in the background, Joe? Basically, I was explaining. I ran into someone I hadn't seen in a while. With just kind of, you know, small talk back and forth, blah 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 blah. And he asked me what I was doing, so I was telling him about this, you know, kind of, you know, working in the crypto space here, that kind of thing. And that spawned an entire conversation about all kinds of stuff, you know, because again, he's a my age kind of guy, so he was like, I really don't understand that, and da 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 da. And then he started asking about Trump's involvement with crypto and this and that and so on and so forth. And I could feel my entire like demeanor change. I was just like so excited about getting into that conversation and just going about it. I mean, and it was a challenge to try and keep it like simple,
right?
Because again, he doesn't know much. He said it straight up front. I don't know much about it. I barely understand it. And so, you know, you got to come and meet them where they're at. And so that was actually a challenge, but an enjoyable challenge. When I left finally, and yeah, we went our ways, it was like, that's a good conversation. You know, I hopefully I gave him good information that'll, you know, help him to do a little bit of his own research, you know? So
yeah, and that's the hard part about doing what we do, is a lot of people don't understand it. And you try, and it's like religion, like you try to tell people, but they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it until they're ready. And then once they see that their money isn't doing what it used to do and go as far as it used to go, and how everything is going up, but like we're literally hurting, then there's like, you were saying something about some kind of internet fake money or something. Oh, you mean crypto? Yeah, that. And then you go, then now they're willing to listen. It's like, okay, well, tell me more about it. I'm still kind of iffy because, you know, the government just keeps on telling me that's what bad people do. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me tell you about the bad people. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, it's funny because one piece of the conversation was where I said something, I forgot exactly how I said it, but basically said something about, you know, inflation and, you know, they're just printing money, yada, yada, yada. And I could see that clicked with him. Like you could see it in his face, like that clicked. And then I seized on that opportunity to be like, okay, went to Bitcoin and because he's at least heard of Bitcoin. So, you know, went to Bitcoin and like, but you can't do that with Bitcoin.
Right.
And then you see his face like, okay. I'm like, think, it's simple supply and demand. You got a finite supply and a crap ton of demand. And then you could see it starting to really, And that's where he started even asking even more questions after that. You gotta, and that's the thing. When you're talking with somebody, you don't know what their button is, what their
Right.
the thing is that's gonna like make it click for them. You don't know.
Right.
Everybody's different. Everybody's pressure point, everybody's whatever is different. It's tough.
And
to
the biggest thing, the biggest argument that people who oppose crypto is like, well, yeah, Bitcoin is only that price because somebody else is willing to pay a higher price. So like they're the ones putting the value on it. Because if everybody said it's worth nothing, well then guess what? It's worth nothing, which is true, But that's what the dollar is. Who made the dollar what it is? The dollar is what we think it is, and what other people perceive it to be. So, well, because they have a dollar value at that, well, then that's what I think it is. Same thing with Bitcoin. One time, maybe just like all these other countries where their dollar is really worth nothing, and they'll make, little baskets with it or whatever and sell those
right.
because it holds no value. So it's same thing with, Bitcoin. And now, which, man, it really surprises the heck out of me that we've gone from, don't use that because, that's what the ugly or evil people,
yes, the bad people,
criminals do. They use that to now this is going to be our store value, which I'm kind of like, I'm excited for it, but I'm kind of, by the same token, like, are we going to go away from the dollar? In the long run, are we going to go away from that and just do crypto?
Yeah, I know that that's why the whole push and legislation push with stable coins, Bob, concerns me. And Long C, I like that
Long
name.
C in the house.
Yeah, you rock, Joe. There it is.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you for letting us know you're here. Appreciate you. But yeah, it's just so like, and just that we've come so far that we have a president who is pro crypto, like that, man. I don't think anybody in their wildest dreams would have seen this when crypto started, because it was to free us from the hold the government has on people.
Yep.
And here it is now, the government saying, hey, let's go crypto.
Yeah, crypto, strategic Bitcoin reserve. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, hell, Joe. I mean, even 4 years ago. Yeah. Oh, it would have been. Yeah, they're just trying to piss on us, and they did for 4 years. But that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But it's funny that you mentioned the Trumpster there, because one of the questions he asked me, he's like, well, Trump, what's with Trump and this crypto stuff? Because like, is he using that to launder money? And I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking to myself, again, older guy, my age, and so I'm thinking, okay, mainstream media, let's, don't lose your shit, Keith. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, no, man, let me explain, and he's like, well, because I talked about having the privacy and being ability with Bitcoin, yada, 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 to that degree. And so he's like, well, why can't Trump do that? Well, okay, I suppose he could if he used something called privacy coins. And I had to explain that to him a little bit. I'm like, but that's not what they do. First off, I'm like, it's World Liberty Financial, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of funny, because as I started laying it all out to him, then you could see in his head, it was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Okay. Because I'm sure somewhere in one of these mainstream media outlets, somebody somewhere said, yeah, he's using Trump coin to launder money to blah, 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 blah. I guarantee it. That's all I got for that. I mean, now, and I even mentioned like Trump coin to him. I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell you straight. I'm in the crypto space every day. I live and breathe it. I'm like, but what he did with that Trump coin, I don't approve. I was not a fan.
Same.
Not a fan. And then I rephrased it. because in technicality, I don't care. You want to create a meme coin, knock yourself the frig out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I told him, like, hell, you could create a meme coin. He just looked at me and started laughing. And I'm like, but it was how he did it. It was how he did it. You know, 100%. 2 days before you're going to be inaugurated. Nah. That's not how it should.
And then the tokenomics behind it. It's
like, yeah, I know. I'm not a fan overall. It just what I would defend his right to do it, because I'm sorry, you have the right to do whatever it is you want to do. You want to be a ding dong, be a ding dong. It doesn't matter, you know. But yeah, not a fan. And I think that went a long way with him, with my honesty about it, because why am I going to lie about it, man? I'm not here to blow smoke up Trump's ass. But you know, call it what it is. I like it. I don't. Hell, pretty much that way for most stuff in the space, you know, or outside the space for that matter. Like how many times you and I say it? I'm too old. I don't care. You know.
You like me. You like me. You don't. You don't. I'm gonna speak my mind. Let's go.
Exactly. What it is. Oh man. Anyway.
That's funny stuff.
You know, I'm sitting here, Joe, and I ate before I started the stream. I always try to eat ahead of time, because I never know how long we're gonna go. You know, we could be going all damn night. I'm sitting here right now going, damn, I'm getting hungry right now.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. I don't know if it's that rib chat towards the beginning of the show or what it is, but yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry. And like for me, it's not so much, oh, you're eating late at night. No, like I stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So to me, it's like lunchtime. You know.
Yep. Yeah, I just threw rib chat to help us along. I just threw a hashtag rib chat in there. Yeah. Yes, I'm getting the munchies, but not for the reasons you think. Yeah.
There you go.
I actually just started a new workout routine, a new diet, or whatever diet routine, whatever they call that. So it's still kind of trying to get used to the eating patterns and the amounts and this and that. So yeah. Oh Jesus! Seriously, Shuby. I'm hoping that means she decided she wanted some Fireball. Anyway,
there you go.
Bam. But yeah, so I've started the new workout routine and the new nutrition thing, and I'm actually started a couple of green drinks, which actually, I'll tell you what, I was never really. I did them before, but never really like a super fan of them, and these two I'm doing now. I do one that's specifically made like for morning, because it has like probiotics in it as well and stuff like that to help me through the day. Again, old guy. And then I do another one, and I can actually feel a difference. I've been doing them pretty much steady for about a week and a half right now, like consistently. And is
it like a powder mix that you're doing?
And then you mix it with water, yes. And I can actually feel the difference, believe it or not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm Superman with energy or whatever. Right. But for a guy in his 60s, I'm, you know what I mean? Right. I'm feeling better. Is I guess my point. Late night cravings are the heart. Yes, and that's for me. It's definitely late night. I know for Joe, it's probably middle of the day.
Yeah, middle of the day for me. Granted, it's 10:30 at night Eastern. But like my days don't stop when normal people's days stop.
Well, and that's it. And I was like you, man. I understand. I used to can't do it anymore. I mean, just can't. I find that let me ask you, do you find that if you're not getting enough sleep after a while, it just like messes with you?
Oh, 100%. Like for me, like I can do what I do for a long time. But if I only get like 4 hours of sleep or less, like 2-3 days in a row, then like the next day, like I have to sleep like 8 hours. Like I
Yes.
have to. But there's a lot of times where if I get like 5-6 hours of sleep, I'm all right. But if I do like 3-4 days in a row of like 2 hours or 4 hours, man, when I do sleep, man, it's a heavy sleep. And I mean, I have medicine for my insomnia, but I don't like taking it. It sounds dumb because it makes me tired. Like I literally take it and I'll take like half of it. And like when I wake up, like I don't want to wake up. I just want to sleep, you know, because my body's so tired. I'm like, nope, gotta get up. Let's go.
Yep, I get it. Yeah, it's. I understand what you're saying. For me now, it's more like I got to get a minimum of 6 hours. Got to get a minimum of 6 hours, or I just can't function right.
Right.
And then, like you said, though, like there'll be nights. I'm lucky if I get 4 hours just because of things going on, and I can do that maybe for 2 days, and then that third day, you could call me. You can blow the house up around me.
So like for me, it's another story time. I think I might have said this story before, but for me, like when I was a nurse, like I was always telling my coworkers, yeah, let's go out, because there was literally a watering hole shoot, man, at the very end of the block to go to the main street. Yep. So like let's go out, and so they always knew me as like the party guy. I always wanted to go out and everything. Well, I had stayed up for 48 hours, and I'm not doing anything illegal. It just I couldn't sleep. Then I go straight to work, and I go home, and I'm tired, but I just can't. Like I'm trying to lay down and look at the time. It's like, yeah, it's almost time for me to summer day.
When your mind is going, forget it.
So I did that for I didn't sleep for 48 hours, did my work and everything, and my work was fine. And out of the blue, I had a few of them. Yeah, Joe, we're going out tonight. Let's go. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I am so looking forward to going home and going to sleep because I am tired. And y'all now want to go out. And there was a few of them, and it was going to be a big old party and everything. And man, I was this close to going. And it's like, I can't do it. Yep. So as I'm driving home, didn't go party, didn't drink, nothing. As it was sleep deprivation, and I was literally swerving. Like I was like 100% drunk. And I'm shaking around the car, I'm moving my head, I'm chewing gum, the whole nine, bouncing. I barely made it home. And just imagine if I would have went to drink, had a great time, been up and everything like that, then get on the road and drive and be tired. I probably wouldn't be here.
Yep.
So man, I was so happy. I was like, man, I'm glad I made it home.
Yep.
And man, I got some sleep.
Exactly. Now sleep. Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Woo. Woo. I get you. Man. Yeah. Think about how many times falling asleep driving home or whatever after a long shift. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Like we don't realize it, but it's crazy how many blessings we've had. Crazy amount. Whether you were partying or whether you were just tired from work, or maybe you zoned out. How many times I've been driving and just kind of zoned out. I was like, oh man, I'm here already. Like, man, it's a lot of times like that.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I know that there was people watching over me in a lot of situations. People.
Oh heck yeah.
Somebody was watching over me in a lot of situations because let's just say sometimes I'm a dumbass. Sometimes it wasn't my fault. But
same. There's a lot of times I've been like super crazy lucky. And I was like, man, thank you.
Yep. Facts. I don't know, Joe. What do you think? I'm thinking we probably wrap this thing up and go from there. I don't know if keep an eye out. Joe said he might go live tonight at midnight, so keep an eye out. and I don't want to try and forward anybody over anywhere because it's only 10:30, so that's a little bit long. Yeah. And not to mention, after Joe gets some food in him, he might actually want to go take a nap.
There you go. Yeah, so no promises tonight, but make sure the notification bell's on. I'm gonna get me something to eat. So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah to that. We'll call it a show. Great show. Loved it. I love being here, and it's a great night just to unwind from the whole stressful week work. Just crypto, the whole nine, and just hang out.
Yeah, and bring in the weekend, that's the way I look at it. And I know a lot of people that watch us work on the weekend or whatever, and okay, but you can still kind of go into it and be kind of chill, and that's and enjoy it along the way. That's what this is meant to be, and I appreciate everybody that joins us, and thank you for smashing up that like. I can see a bunch of likes, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. And hopefully you'll join us again next Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time for Crypto on the Rocks. And I don't know, any parting words, Joe, before we get out of here?
Just thank you guys so much. You mean the absolute world to us. We would be nothing without you. Literally, we'd have 0 viewers except for us watching each other. But
there you go.
We really do appreciate you. And you could be anywhere right now, but you're here with us. It means a lot to us. So thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one. Until then,
Alexandra G.
Yes.
Alexandra G. Thank you. Always. All right, we're out. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.